Was that fucking... You sounded like some type of Disney character there.
Sound like Winnie the Pooh.
I thought Winnie Pooh had like a fucking British accent. No, like hello.
No, not at all.
No, you're thinking fucking.
Yeah.
Maybe you're thinking Paddington.
No, didn't Winnie the Pooh? Wasn't Christopher Robin British? Hello, Christopher.
No, the 100 Acre Woods are not in Britain at all.
They're definitely not here. Where in the United States would fucking Winnie the Pooh reside? Nowhere. See? England fits.
I'm trying to figure it out. I think that we probably have a couple 100 Acre Woods up north here in Minnesota. I think he might be local.
I think
he is an English boy.
Aha!
Christopher Robin or Winnie the Pooh?
Christopher Robin. Winnie the Pooh. Look, a talking bear is not a real thing. I hate to break it to you guys.
Come on, Ted's real. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
That's not real.
He hung out with fucking Marky Mark.
Flash.
Oh, shit balls. We're starting off talking about fictional characters.
Well, you were sounding like a Disney character. I have zero internet issues tonight, but there are thunderstorms rolling through my area in about 40 minutes. So we'll see how quickly this turns into Happy Matt and Angry Matt.
We might break the streak tonight. Who knows?
What streak is that?
I don't know. Weren't you Angry Matt last week for a bit too? We had to get you to come
my
around.
interwebs.
It's all right. We'll manage. We'll get through.
Can I just say something to you wonderful gentlemen here?
What's that?
I was not around this weekend, and you guys did a wonderful Patreon bonus episode. And if you don't have the Patreon app, people, and you subscribe, don't be a fool.
Yeah.
Easiest thing ever. Finished work last night. Pop open the Patreon app. There it is. The first thing that comes up, Shining Wizards, AMA. Smooth ride home. Hysterical shit. Great conversation. People, if you're not on the Patreon, it's foolish. And it don't get any easier than just putting it on the app on your phone. And then it's in your car. It's in your ears. Wherever you want to you listen to your shit.
I got to ask you, was that a picture of Rhiannon with a mustache on your phone?
That was a picture of Rhiannon with the cat's tail over her nose to make it look like a mustache.
Oh, a cat. Okay. I thought you said a cattail, which in Minnesota is also referred to as a pussy willow. So,
ooh, pussy willows.
No, I don't think we have a lot of pussy willows around my neck of the woods.
We do have some pussy willows.
That is unlucky.
Little fuzzy
maybe out by you, but not by me.
Pussy willows.
I don't have no pussy willows on my property.
Oh, they're not on my property, but it's not. I don't know. Are they indigenous to the region?
Let's see. Let me Google. Let's Google on the backup computer that I'm not signed into. Where
pussy willows
can I find
pussy
willow
making you deaf.
New Jersey?
Willow, pussy willow.
Wet meadows, wet woods, swamps, lakesides, and stream banks. Oh, I bet you by the trail back here I can find some pussy willows.
Always looking for pussy willow on the trail. Dude, we live in the fucking Meadowlands. Of course we have pussy willows everywhere.
Oh, large. You live in the Meadowlands. I don't live in the Meadowlands.
You live out in the fucking swamp, Shrek. Are you looking for Donkey? Maybe Paddington's with him.
What?
Hello.
Kate the Great wants to say happy birthday, Kevin. Happy birthday, Shining Wizards, Kevin.
Happy birthday to
Thank you very much.
Happy birthday to you.
Yeah, baby. The big 4-0.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Crazy Town, US.
Oh, Jesus.
You're showing your age.
Downhill. Jesus Christ.
I was going to say you don't look 40, but you sure as hell sounded.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what that was. But
yeah, 40.
40 years old, baby. And
damn.
Wasted no time gargling while I talked and spitting up saliva.
Yeah, saliva.
Well, speaking of spitting up saliva, we got a fucking humdinger of a show tonight. Pussy willows included.
I'm gonna write down pussy willows. just in case.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we got a lot. We got a lot of wrestling to talk about this week. We got Wrestler's Court, the brand new thing we're gonna try.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
So that should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, man.
What else? Is there anything else? No, we're just gonna have fun tonight.
Did we talk about Sheiky Baby last week, or was that a?
No,
recent
he was
thing?
still alive.
No, he was alive.
Well, we got Sheiky Baby to talk about.
All that and more.
Sure. Coming up next.
Why do I hear an echo?
Because you're listening for it. That's why. Just shut up and enjoy the show. Back after this.
What?
The following is a presentation of the Shining Wizards Network, broadcasting live in high-definition video and available on all podcasting and streaming platforms. Follow us on social media at Wizards Podcast. Check out our merchandise at merch.shiningwizards.com. Do your Amazon shopping at amazon.shiningwizards.com. And become a Patreon supporter at patreon.com/wizardspodcast. And now, it's time for the Shining Wizards.
This is Veda Scott, and you're listening to the Shining Wizards podcast.
What's up, fuckers?
From the motherfucking Shining Wizards.
Grab his dick and twist it! Dummy, yeah.
No. Fuck no.
You cocksucker!
Well,
Shining Wizards rule the world.
You are tuned in live to episode number 641 of the Shining Wizards Wrestling Podcast. Coming to you live on social media, going with you wherever we go because we're available on each and every streaming and podcast platform. It ain't the butterfly, it's the Shining Wizards, and it's time for some wrestling talk.
And talk about what's the butterfly?
It ain't the butterfly, it's the Tootsie Roll. No, I don't know what you've been told. Come on, bro. Now
Sorry,
dip,
yeah.
baby, dip. Come on, y'all, dip.
Sorry,
Baby.
I asked.
Tony.
Matt.
Handsome Kevin.
Fucking guy doesn't fucking learn. KJG.
I used my fucking finger, birthday boy.
Yeah, well, you know what? You are no gift.
Wow. No gift.
Well, see you later.
Did the
Yeah,
music
I
repeat
turned my head
anything?
for a second, so I didn't see that it was the index finger. I just
Yeah, it's the one that you commonly shove up your ass.
What, your finger or his own finger?
It's usually his, but you know, I'll be there in August. You never
Listen,
know.
happy birthday.
A nice finger in the bum.
Little ricochet. Pew, pew. The Hardys weren't just fucking doing this for nothing. Dootin', 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 dootin'. That's why they're saying dootin' dootin' that song, because it's going into dootin' dootin'.
What were you asking about? The music?
Did the music repeat for like a second in the
Yes.
intro?
Yes.
Like, what the fuck is going on with us, dude?
I
Ugh, dude.
don't know.
Fucking everything is smooth here, and then all of a sudden I hear this shit repeat. I'm like, what the fuck? What's going on, dude? Is
I don't know.
StreamYard stupid?
No, I think it's your settings, dude. You're the only one that has an echo, and it played
I
back last week.
I don't
I
hear
might-
his echo.
I might have to just get rid of the fucking second MacBook. I thought it was helping the problem, but apparently it's not anymore. I don't understand.
Wait, what do you mean get rid of the second MacBook?
Well,
How
because I've been using the old MacBook here
right.
to play the sounds, because when I was playing them through Farrago, they were like fading out. They weren't loud. So I was like, maybe if I added something to the big board, it would sound better, which it did for a while. And now it seems like it's causing problems again. I don't fucking understand, dude. Nothing's changed. Every fucking week it gets worse.
Okay.
What? I'm pissed off. What do you want me to fucking do? Can I get angry tonight for a change?
Usually it's me. I'm just
I
saying.
know, but it's fucking annoying, dude. Like, I want us to sound as professional as possible. Like, we fucking put time and effort into production on this show. You know what I'm saying? And then what the fuck happens?
Tony, you want us to sound as professional as possible. You opened up the show talking about Winnie the Pooh.
Well, at least our production can sound professional.
Okay, right, yeah.
Content is another story.
Yeah. 12 years of unprofessional content. True.
Not all of it, but some of it.
Yeah, some of
A
it.
lot of it.
I'd say like maybe 30%.
I think the early stuff is rough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that doesn't age well at all.
Which is why a lot of that stuff
Hey,
is
man.
in
Don't
the
say it.
vault. What were you afraid I
In
was
the
going to say?
In the archives. In
Yeah.
the can
I didn't want you to say
with an index finger.
I want you to give people a challenge.
Oh no! Listen, if you really want to, you can find stuff. I'm not pointing anyone in any directions. I'm just saying it's the internet.
You like nobody's ever come on you before.
All right, enough, Magnum. We fucking get it. You can't walk, and you fucking I don't know. You want to come on people? Great, wonderful.
Yeah, what's the problem?
Can we send a fucking sheriff's officer to his house to arrest him for coming on people all the time?
Can you get arrested for that?
I would imagine so. If you're just coming on random people, like,
Oh,
is
yeah.
it in his house? Like, is it his wife, or does he do this shit in public?
It's a fair question. I would
I mean,
hope.
I don't know. I'm not
Nope.
Magnum TA. I don't know what goes on in his head.
Would hope in the privacy of his own wheelchair.
Oh man, yeah. You think he's got aim, or you think he's got to like wipe down?
Oh,
every
he has
time
no control. You don't even know. He doesn't even feel it.
He doesn't even
Right?
know.
Oh come on, he's got to feel it, dude.
Oh, I know. If you're paralyzed from the waist down, you don't feel shit.
He's not really paralyzed. I mean, he's walked.
But
He
you think
just
it's-
has a hard time walking.
The whole thing's a work, Tony. Is that what you're saying?
Well, you know, I thought Matt Hardy getting concussed was a work. So what do I know?
You think
I mean,
he's
Lex
coming back?
Luger is more paralyzed than Magnum TA.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
since about 92.
Yeah, Magnum returned. Like he walked to ringside. Like he's walked with a cane. Just because he's older now, it's probably more difficult for him. But I guarantee you, he's probably feeling in his schmeckle. He's got to be. No,
I don't. That's a great question for the Magnum.
well, we getting him on the show? Is he a surprise
No,
guest?
I wish he responded to my request. I tried for 2 weeks to get him on the fucking show.
Magnum
Well-
actually just messaged Al on Facebook the other day. Yep.
For what?
Is he gonna Ken Patera?
What did fucking Al fucking sign up for his Patreon? He doesn't want to support his fucking friends.
Oh,
Like,
come on, dude. Really?
Nodes over here.
I don't know why you're giving Al such a hard time. I don't understand the
Former
hatred.
Can You Beat That Champion? Put them alligator arms in your pockets, bro. Be a fucking Patreon. No, we bring on the new guy. None of his fucking friends want to support him. Fucking kicking the can over here. Show us some love, Minnesota.
He's from Alabama, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Yeah, but he's friends with Kevin, who lives in Minnesota.
So what does that have to do with him supporting us?
It's just
Why
a
would you
geography
wanna
lesson.
support your friends.
Wait. You consider him to be a friend? He was on the
He's
show
fucking
twice.
Kevin's friend.
Yeah, I don't know this guy. Who we talking about?
Ah!
Friend is pretty strong.
I know, like Jesus, everybody's Matt's friend now.
I like having friends. Friends are cool.
That's a drop.
Let's be friends.
Oh my God! Listen, I want to be everybody's friend too, but you know, you got to build these relationships. People don't just drop into your lap and become your friend. I mean, let's be honest.
Depends on what you got going on in your lap.
Well, I guess Magnum TA doesn't have any friends then. Boo boo boo.
You want to be my friend real quick? You just drop in my lap. I think we'll be okay.
Why? I gotta know why Magnum TA is talking to Al on Facebook now. I'm
Yeah.
fucking hot about this.
Yeah.
Oh, it was regarding the Powertown Magnum TA figure.
Those figures are gorgeous.
Yeah, they are.
That's all I need to do is show my fucking Powertown figures, and he'd reply to me.
I mean, maybe. I don't know.
Is Powertown like a euphemism for people in motorized wheelchairs?
No, that doesn't even make sense.
No,
Does
Tony.
it a fucking motorized wheelchair? Of course it does.
Think about Power Town could be like lawnmowers. Anything that has power. Like
So the Mexicals have figures at Powertown?
they could.
Fuck
I'd
yeah.
buy them.
Fuck yeah.
Broski and dear good close personal friend do.
Wait, let me see what this asshole wasted his money on. Really? He's in a box, so when you open the box, you see the wheelchair.
God, what?
Holy
Tony, that's
shit, dude.
really bad karma that you're putting out into the universe right now.
That's fine.
Knock on wood here.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
Look at that,
Gorgeous.
dude.
Are you gonna open them? Did you get 2 sets?
No, I got one set. I just don't
Are
have
you
any
gonna
place,
keep them
I
boxed?
don't have any place to put them right now.
Gotcha.
Now, see, Al and I went halfsies on the set because there's only a couple that I wanted and a couple that he wanted.
The
So-
Greg Gagne, right?
Vern fucking Gagne.
Vern fucking Gagne.
Is Greg Gagne in this set?
God, no, nobody wants Greg Gagne.
They're making one.
Oh, no way.
Whoa!
No way. She told me she wasn't joining us tonight.
Get it? No, no, it doesn't work like
Listen, I
that.
don't
Kevin,
wanna
help her.
make
Oh,
a
there you
habit
are.
of it. Now listen, I'm covered, okay? Wait a minute now. Let me see here.
Look at that.
Wait
Look
a
at
minute.
that.
She
Oh.
got me this shirt. Good night, Diana. Can you see it?
Yep.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, we could see it.
You got the tank top,
Yeah, because I
or
don't
did you just,
wear-
or did you
Wait,
just tuck in the
what the-
sleeves?
How come it's all going crooked? Wait a minute.
That's a great question.
Listen, you keep laughing. I'm getting off of here, right? Anthony made me do this. Let me see.
Anthony, look at that. Government names tonight. Yeah, all right. Come on, Ma. Really? Come on. Stop going
Good
to the
night,
left. What are you
Diana. I
doing?
think it's so cute, isn't it?
It is. It looks good on you, too.
It looks
happy,
gorgeous, Diana. It looks gorgeous.
Thank
happy
you,
birthday
thank
to my beautiful mother as well.
Oh, thank you, honey.
Today's also her birthday.
Oh,
Nice. We share a
ahead.
birthday, Diana.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
What you say? Wait a minute. I didn't hear you.
I said we share a birthday. Today's my birthday too.
Is it really?
Oh yeah.
Get
Big
out
time.
of here.
If I'm lying, I'm flying.
Oh,
How old are you today? How old are you today?
40.
Oh, Jesus. I ain't telling you mine.
Nah, this is not your fault.
No, my kids. Hey, my kids are all in their 40s. I had them young, so.
That's right. Atta girl.
Now, how did you celebrate your birthday today, Diana? Did Tony take you somewhere nice?
No. I usually stay home. That doesn't bother me. I went out to Red Lobster with my girlfriend.
Nice.
What's her name?
Ding!
Would you knock it off with these sounds?
What's going on? Wait, listen. I ain't showing you nothing because I got in trouble.
All right.
You're not going to show us anything. 2 seconds later, you're doing the pan and zoom.
I was
Yeah.
trying to get this shirt on. I
Then
don't
there's
know
bra.
how to do
Then it's
this.
bra strap city.
No, the nightgown's underneath. Don't worry.
Kate also chimes in and says happy birthday, Ma. So there you
What
go.
happened?
Kate says happy birthday.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Why is everybody laughing?
We weren't
I have
expecting
my
this.
face all messed. I have no makeup on, okay?
I told Matt you would not be joining us tonight. He was a little
Well,
dejected.
I-
I'm going to be
I know. I
honest.
felt bad. I said,
All right,
let
we're
me-
bumping wrestlers court for Diana hour.
hey, I got the shirt now and all.
You look good. It looks good on you.
Yeah, right?
Just wish you would stop shimmy shimming y'all in front of everybody.
I was unaware that it came in a tank top.
I wanted a tank top.
You demanded a tank top.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, because I don't wear like anything high on my neck and all. And you know what? It's a little loose under the arm. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take
What's
you
good thing you have that nightgown on?
Well, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'll put a tank top on underneath. Hey,
You said you wanted it big. You wanted some room. I mean, I
well,
don't know.
no, I need it, but I'm going to put a tank top. I can't just wear it like that.
Yeah, why not? It's 2023. Do what you want.
Yeah, live your life, Diana.
Yeah.
It fits like a nightgown. I swear to God.
Well, then why don't you take the other one off?
Good one.
Oh my God. You know. Am I starting the show off tonight?
Oh, you're already on the show, Ma. You're here.
I'm starting it. Thank you for that round of applause.
We should sing happy birthday to Diana. No?
Hold on.
No, that's unnecessary.
Let's
That's
ask. Let's ask Diana. Oh, what do you do? Oh my God. Christopher Robin. Is he a British boy or an American boy?
Who?
Christopher Robin.
Who's he?
You know Winnie the Pooh?
No.
The bear?
Come on, you know.
Are you making fun of me?
No, you know Winnie.
No.
You know who Winnie the Pooh is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is he British?
Winnie the Pooh. Who cares what he is? I don't.
Great point.
What are you worried about Winnie the Pooh for?
I don't know. Matt's got some fantasy in his head. I have no idea.
Oh Lord, help us all! Really?
Yeah, like little fuzzy dudes. What? She's on the show. She doesn't want to talk about wrestling. I figured we had the
Yeah,
Pooh
yeah. So
conversation.
Winnie the
Listen, I
Pooh is
know
the
nothing.
great.
I absolutely know nothing.
Ma, can you name one wrestler?
Mm,
Ooh.
the what was it? The Hulk? The Hunk? The Hunk? The Hulk? Well, no.
The
what
Hunk.
was he? The
Nailed
Hunk?
it.
The Hulk. Yeah, the Hulk.
The Hulk. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
I'm gonna get off by cranking you.
I mean, he used to run. Hey,
Yeah.
he used to run around the house with all these wrestling belts he used to make. Okay. And then I went to one show and I said, "Oh my God!" And my mother, remember Grandma? She ran up. She says, "Leave my
Tony, do you remember
grandson
Grandma?
alone." Remember Grandma said,
Lucky.
"Leave my grandson alone."
I remember you guys all came to my first
Yeah,
match. I
he
remember.
was called the Experiment.
Sure was.
Was that also how he was conceived? The experiment.
Jesus, come
Hey,
on, dude.
stop that
My mother's birthday. What's wrong with you?
now. Oh God.
Jesus.
I could tell you, he was conceived in July,
Oh my God, really?
and so was Danny conceived in July.
Wow, look at that. July's a
Yeah,
busy
because
month.
Danny came a month early. He was supposed to be born around when Anthony was born. And
Apparently, so did his father.
The 4th of July celebration went well then? Is that what we're
we used to go away on the 4th, not 4th. Well, we always did. Yeah, we went away. We were down the shore at the VIP hotel.
Nice.
You never knew that, huh, Anthony?
Why would I know that?
Yeah.
Hey, you were there.
Yeah, that's it, Ma. A little tilt, a little shake. There you go. Jesus.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
So the VIP motel, huh?
The VIP motel. Yes, you asked your father about that.
Was that in Wildwood?
Yes.
Well, that's probably not there anymore.
No, I think it is.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't just tear down the VIP hotel, Tony.
No. It was a nice place with the pool and all.
Yeah. I used to stay at the Matador in North Wildwood.
Yeah, the Matador is a good place.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Right at the start of the boardwalk, so it was perfect.
Oh,
Do you have any of those?
We were in the Crest, so we.
We ended up moving from North Wildwood to staying at the Crest eventually.
Yeah, the Crest had nice, the Admiral and this one and that one.
Yeah, the Admiral, and the beach was, and the ocean was like the beach was like right there. Whereas North Wildwood, we had to walk like a mile to get like the beach started, and then you had to walk the entire length of like a football field to get to the ocean.
Yeah. No, we never went to the ocean. We stood with the pool. I'm not a swimmer, and I don't like the sand. You know.
Wait. So,
Any of those hotels have them vibrating beds in them?
with the quarters,
Yeah,
Well,
put the quarter
let
in.
me tell you. Listen, we went.
I don't want to hear this.
Oh, this is a good one.
why do you think Tony jumps around all the time like this?
Listen, me and Daddy went down to Atlantic City, okay?
Yep.
And we couldn't get a hotel, and it was getting late.
Oh, I remember this.
So Daddy found this hotel, right? It was not. I don't think it was a hotel; it was a motel. So, and there were
Oh,
two
yeah.
old ladies that went to church every Sunday, and they stood there. But what happened was, it was a hooker motel.
Ah.
So wait a minute. So then I told Daddy, "Don't bring the luggage in here because I don't trust this place. I think I saw a buck crawling up the wall." So anyway, what happened was, Daddy went outside for something, and they taped the money on the windows. The girls,
Okay.
yeah, for the guys to come in.
Well, that's just good
So-
business.
Yeah, it was a hooker hotel. They had the bed that moved and all. Anyway, across the street, Daddy fell asleep. I said, "Chuck, you better get up. There's cops here across the street. I don't know what happened. One of the hookers and a guy. There was a big fight. Yeah." So that was an experiment. Let me tell you.
And there's the callback.
Mommy and Daddy at a hooker hotel. Who knew? Whatever.
Please tell me this wasn't in July.
No. You kids were all born and grown already.
August of no regrets.
Huh? Yeah. But no, it was a true story. You asked Daddy.
Yeah, sure. Hey, Dad, remember when you stayed at the Hooker Lodge?
Huh? No.
Hey, Dad, let me
get a
get a dozen roses. And you remember that Spank City hotel? You were in?
Jesus. Well, that was one experiment. So,
Why do you keep using my wrestling name? It's weird.
the experiment. I don't know. I don't know. It's just me.
You got another story for us?
Well, let me see now. Oh, yeah. Well, the day we got engaged, wait a minute now. Wait, Daddy forgot the ring. Then he had to go back and get it. And then, wait a minute, when we go to the engagement party, Daddy got a flat tire, so he was cursing all that out for our engagement party. Yeah, we had some ups and downs. How come I'm on a bigger picture here?
No.
Now, did he say fudge or the actual word?
What? Well, no, I don't want to say what he said. So, yeah.
Well, you were on the bigger picture because you were telling the story.
No, just leave my mother where she is.
Well,
She's
in a
fine.
bigger picture?
No, you're fine.
Somebody ruined it over there.
Okay, that's okay. Don't worry about it. Let me
What
see.
did the experiment get you for your birthday?
He got me this shirt again. You want to see? Wait a minute. You can't see this name. I don't know why I'm not getting it on the screen.
Because you're going the wrong direction. There you go. Jesus.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Oh, we see it. There you go. We keep seeing
the other
good.
way. Or the other way.
There you go. There you go.
Good night, Diana.
All right. So, yeah, that and a gift card.
Gift card to where?
To where? To what was it now?
Pro Wrestling Tees?
Wait a minute. The Outback Steakhouse.
Are you like that blooming onion?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
I like a good blooming onion.
You know, I know they have it loaded now. They make it.
Wait, what? Well, what do you mean? I gotta Google this.
A loaded blooming onion. Yeah, they put all stuff in it now.
What kind of stuff?
I don't know.
Well, you go there. I mean,
No, I
Probably
haven't
like
seen it.
potatoes and ranch dressing and
I don't know. I really don't know. I
Whoa.
haven't had it.
broccoli.
what do they put in there, Matt?
This isn't loaded. It's topped with Owlsy cheese fries and they're drizzled with ranch dressing.
Oh, well, there you go.
Okay.
They call that poutine in Canada.
Who?
That's right.
Poutine.
Is that a bad word you want me to say?
No.
Yes.
It's a legit, it sounds like a bad word, but it's a legit thing in Canada. It's what we call disco fries in Jersey.
It means you're privates.
It's
What?
so like
Oh, it
You
doesn't
want to
mean.
see my privates again?
Come on, now! Jesus, it's your birthday. Come on.
My birthday. Listen, I can do anything I want.
Oh, I wish you wouldn't.
that's a great call.
All right.
Yeah, Diana, this is our day, all right? This is our birthday. Don't let these bullies mess with you.
Okay,
Whoa,
that's
well,
right.
Nobody's bullying over here.
Oh yeah, big time bullying. I feel it. I feel it in my soul.
Holy, this is a great surprise. I feel like it's
I know.
our birthday.
Yeah, we're all
Okay, could be
celebrating.
everybody's birthday. No problem.
Just like that.
I mean, it's 2023.
Huh? No, you guys are. Hey, what was that?
That was what?
That was me being like you just all
Kevin was
automatically
channeling
making-
his Barbara Eden.
Yeah, like automatically, like you just made it so it's kind of doing like the I Dream of Jeannie, like
Oh, dun 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 dun.
dun, 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 dun. Side boob, nice down, bra strap.
Well, I'm glad
Good
you.
night, Diana.
All right, you want me to wear my bra next time?
No,
Yes, please, put something over it.
No, listen, I have nice bras and panties. They match. Okay.
That is not information our audience needed to know.
Well, that's
they're
exactly
loving this,
where-
man.
Listen,
They're going nuts in the chat.
I'm a girly girl. All right. I raised all boys.
You're not one of those
girly
2.0
girls.
women with extra parts these days?
Extra parts? No, the parts are good yet. Let me tell you.
So what's your girlfriend's name that you went out with for your birthday?
Marlene.
Marlene. What's her story?
She's nice looking too. Yeah.
Yeah.
She used to live next door to me. She's a little older.
How much older?
In Patterson. Well, she's 80. And she was raising her 3 daughters, and my mother was raising me and my sisters. So, yeah, we keep in touch. Anthony, where are you? I can't see you.
I'm here.
Don't worry, it's not going to get bad.
He's in a glass case of emotion.
Diana, I know you don't. You never really listen to the show. He says some of the most heinous things you'll ever hear.
I say nothing of this sort. How dare you,
Anthony? I know what you talk about.
Nothing
okay?
you can say is going to be too much. I'm just.
I know that. I know that. Now he's going to be quiet. See?
Sorry.
Yeah.
That's usually how he is when we talk about wrestling anyway. So don't worry about it.
Well, I know that's boring. You should have like
That's exactly how I feel half the time, Mom.
You don't like oily men in their underwear wrestling each other?
Well, that's another story about him.
Wait. What?
Anthony, remember one time? Wait, all I'm going to say is half of it. Remember the one time we went to the Mount Fuji? Anthony, hello?
Mount
Fuji in West Orange?
No, on 17 in Hasbrook Heights.
What about
and
it?
We had to hurry up home.
Oh no, I've told that story. That wasn't Mount Fuji. That was Christmas Day. I shit my pants in the car. I've told that story 100 times.
He's telling his father, "Hurry up home. I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to make it."
I told him I had to do the
story?
fucking. I had to lift my ass off the seat so I wouldn't squish it around. It was bad.
Oh, let me tell you, we had some good stories.
I shit my pants on Christmas morning eating breakfast. I told everybody.
You now when he was a youth, were you responsible for cleaning these shitty underoos?
Oh no, their underwears were always clean. I got to say that.
Well, not when he shit them.
Well, that day we must have threw him out.
Yeah, you got to bail on the shit, dude. Come on, we know that.
Oh, so they knew that story.
Oh yeah, we've all got our shit stories. Matt,
wait, there was one time Daddy got mad. He let you walk home.
He let me walk home.
He left you somewhere. We went to the Carvel or something.
Oh yeah, I was walking over from Carvel, and then he pulled over. He said, "Get your fat fucking ass in the car."
No, he let you walk home.
He let me walk 3 blocks, and then he cursed me out and told me to get in the car.
Yeah, because they used to fight, all 3 of them.
Oh, brothers fighting. Who knew?
Yeah, and when they got in trouble, they all got in trouble. He lost his Atari a few times, but he always found it. Remember? I didn't know where to hide it. I hid it in the oven. He found it. I hid it in the dishwasher. He found it. Finally, I threw it in the trunk of my car. Did you find it that time?
I probably.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Okay, let me see. Anything else juicy?
All right. I think you got to save something for next time, Ma. Seriously.
Okay.
No, I think the potential is unlimited.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Just like the breadsticks at Olive Garden.
That's right. Just like the loaded
Just
onion
like the loaded
bloom.
blooming onions.
Yeah.
You know, yous are all crazy. All right. Thanks
Now,
for having me, guys.
Happy birthday, Ma.
Let's stay here.
All right.
Happy birthday, Diana.
All right.
I was
Thanks,
gonna-
guys.
Thank you, Diana. Happy
Bye,
birthday.
Ma. Love you.
Okay. Thanks.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
All right, we got to get her out of here.
I put her on the big screen because I gave her a thing.
I know, but it's fine. She was
Said
fine.
one
where she
stayed at a
was.
hooker hotel.
I had heard that story before.
Wow.
I mean,
Mom with
aren't
the-
all
mom with the
motels
running.
hooker motels?
I was surprised. She told me that she was like feeling tired. She was going to go to sleep or watch TV or whatever. So there you go.
Well, the parts are working, Tony.
Yeah. Something I really didn't need to know, HK. Something I really didn't need to know.
Yeah, but you say weird shit to her too, man.
What did I say to her?
Uh,
I said, stop showing your titties. I mean, I don't know what.
no, there was something. I forget what it was, but you said something.
I'm
that,
sure
like,
somebody in the chat will be happy to let us know if they remember.
like nothing like that a son should ever say to like a mother. Like the 2 times that she's been on the show, there's been something creepy and weird that you've
Oh,
done.
so like Matt and HK have been, and you, the 3 of you, are doing a fine job.
She's not
without
my
me.
mother.
She's my mother, dude. What
Yeah,
did I
all
say?
right.
She's a mother. That should put the fucking kibosh on anything right
Yeah,
there.
but
apparently not.
But you saying it is weird. Us saying it is trying to get a rise.
Look,
I was trying to get a rise.
Yeah, but they did.
No, I gotta rise, brother. If people wanted to listen to a very boring podcast, they could re-listen to you and Phil book a tournament. So
From fucking 8 years ago. Can we fucking get past that, please?
It was bad.
Fucking hand
Lisa's
job.
right. Moms have needs too. When your mom comes on, we try and be entertaining. Now, I was trying to be very proper with her.
Yes.
I can't help it that she kept showing her side boob, dude. And then you asked me today, how did you send my mother a link? Did you text her? Why would I have your mom's phone number?
I don't know.
That's weird.
Yeah. Why would you have her phone number?
I don't. I send it through Facebook Messenger.
Matt's a side boob dude.
Like it would be some big thing. I think I have. I actually think I have Pat's mother's phone number. I mean, what the fuck? It's no big
That's
deal.
not a phone number I want.
Why? All right. Well,
Actually,
so-
if you think of it in like the big scope, it's not that outlandish to have a friend's mother's phone
it's
number.
really not. I mean, unless you got some Mrs. Robinson thoughts in your head.
No,
it's
it's so
fucking
like
weird.
I'm pretty sure I have like my like childhood best friend's mother's phone number in my phone.
Yeah, but like Tony, how many times have I like been around your mother? Once,
recently, not a lot, but you've been around my mother quite a few times.
Not enough for her to remember me.
Well, she remembers you.
Yeah, because
Like,
she tunes in every week to say hello.
All right. Well, I don't know what to tell you.
But not from when like we went to your house. And my brother eviscerated you because you had no pictures on the walls.
I mean, what do you want me to do, dude?
I don't
So,
know.
like,
You're
so like if you know like you're getting together for like the holidays or a birthday at your childhood friend's parents' house, you would probably need one of their phone numbers, if not both of them, to
for what?
to schedule the arrangements, right? Like if I'm going to on Christmas every year, I go to my. You remember Frank Minetti, Matt? Did you ever know Frank Minetti?
I think so.
So like they're my childhood best friends. I'm really good friends with their parents. Every Christmas I go over and see them. I text them to let me know what time to go. So I think that's like, so I have her number. In my
Yeah, I
phone.
mean, like I've talked to Pat's mom. I talked to Sue on the phone a few times. I mean, I've talked to people's mothers. It's not like a fucking big deal. I mean, it is what it is.
Motherfucker.
I don't even have my mother's phone number in my phone, so I think it's kind of strange.
Really?
Accurate.
Wow. You don't have your mother's
I
nu-
totally disagree with that take. I'm not saying I have like my freaking like neighbor's mom's number, but if I have like
I've known Duke for over 30 years. Don't have his mother's phone number in my one of my best buddies, Jay.
Well, have you ever had any occasion to need his mother's phone number? I mean, like,
No.
all right.
all right, well,
Why-
so that's
why?
different. So like these people were like my second family. So like
No.
I would have their numbers. And like there's like 2 or 3 of them that I have. So.
I don't think so.
No?
Well, as if my mother hasn't taken things far enough.
What? How was that far?
It's not far enough, Kevin, because we're going over the top. Tonight we're doing something a little different. Tonight, it's my turn to read the results. Kevin and Matt are going to take us over the top. We're going to start with the WWE. We're going right to Raw. Money in the Bank qualifying match. Becky Lynch defeats Cruella DeVille. In a non-title match, Gunther defeated Kevin Owens. More non-title matches. What, we don't defend titles anymore? Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler defeated Katana Chance and Kaden Carter. Pew pew! And Ricochet, well, he is Ricochet, and Shinsuke, I'm sure AEW put those assholes together, ended in a no contest for some god unknown reason. And Zoe Stark in another Money in the Bank qualifier defeated Natty Neidhart. And we had a WWE World Heavyweight title match, the first one in like 50 years, where Seth Rollins defeated Damian Priest. Over on SmackDown, oh boy, batting down the hatches, another Money in the Bank qualifier. This time, Santos Escobar with Rey Mysterio defeated Kevin's pick for an uncrowned WWE champion, Mustafa Ali. Another Money in the Bank qualifying match. How many qualifications do we need? Let's qualify this. Bailey with Io Sky defeated Michin. Yeah, we have
Meechin Mia Yim.
Yes. Money in the Bank qualifier number 3. Butch defeats Baron Corbin because he's a fucking loser. Another Money in the Bank qualifier. Io Sky this time with Bailey defeats Shotzi. And we got a WWE United States title match. Austin Theory defeats down since day one Jey Uso. Let's go over to NXT where I don't know who any of these fucking people are. Mixed 6-man tag team match. The Schism, which is Rock Jr., Jager Reed, and Rip Fowler, defeated the Diamond Mine of Brutus Creed, Julius Creed, and Ivy Nile. Is there Ivy in the Nile? I have no idea. Blair Davenport defeated Danny Palmer. Baron Corbin, who fucking lost on SmackDown, defeated Trick Williams. Not to be outdone by Mustafa Ali defeating Joe Gacy. Eddie Thorpe defeated Damon Kemp. The women's tag team champions, Tits McGee and fucking Bella Lugosi, defeated the fucking Flying Benelli sisters. And in a WWE NXT women's title fucking contenders battle royal, fucking Thea Hall defeated Brooklyn Barrow and Cora Jade and Elektra Lopez and Fallon Henley and Gigi and her shitlocker Dolan and JC Jane and Jack Me Off Jackson and Kalani Jordan and Kiana James and Lash LaRue and Lola Brigida and Taya Valkyrie and Roxanne Perez, shows how far she's fallen, and Tatum Paxley and Valentina Ferros and Ursula Leon, whoever the fuck that is. And did I say Scripps defeated ball punching Dabo Kato? Somebody take me over the fucking top.
I think they were in alphabetical order, Tony. I don't think anyone's fallen down the ladder.
Well, she's a former champion and she's fucking
I'm just
losing a fucking number one contenders battle royal. So yeah, she's
Alphabetical order.
Matt, before you take him over the top, do you think he knows who Eddie Thorpe is?
I think we had this conversation.
yeah, it's Jim Thorpe's grandson.
Yeah, but I still want to know.
Maybe not.
Yeah. Tony, do you know who Eddie Thorpe is?
No, should I know? Is it Brian Myers and another fucking pseudonym?
No.
It's
Past guest of the show.
Austin Theory.
That's right.
It's working double duty. Can you please take me over the top?
Gwen Stefani today is the same age as Wilford Brimley when he filmed Cocoon.
Nice.
Wait, how old was Wilford Brimley in Cocoon?
53.
That's all he was?
Yeah.
He looked like he was 70.
Yep. That's the whole thing about him.
Diabetes. Holy shit. From one fucking great set of matches to another. We're going to AEW Dynamite, where fucking Pockets defended his fucking fake title against Swerve Strickland with Prince Nana laying his fucking pecker all over the place. The Blackpool Combat Club with Claudio, fucking Plumber Moxley, and Wheeler Useless defeated Chaos, Chuck Taylor, Trent Beretta, and poor fucking Rocky Romero. Texas Tornado Tag Match. Fucking Jungle Hook defeated the Fascion Ingornables of Daristico and fucking Preston Vance? Are you fucking kidding me? Kenosuke Takeshita with Don Callis defeated Johnny Ace, and in AEW TBS title match, Chris Butlander defeated Anna J. Ass, whatever that is, and fucking Jay Go Fuck Yourself White defeated, unfortunately losing again, Ricky Starks. Let's take you over to Rampage, where Bandito and the Lucha Brothers, I guess we just pair all the Mexicans together, is that what we do now? With Albert Hombres Ajantes defeated Big Bill. Oh, this is a great team. Big Bill, Ethan Page, and Lee Moriarty. Whoop-de-fucking-do. We got an AEW Women's World Contender 4-way match. Sky Blue, thank God somebody fucking great wins, defeated DM Dummy, Mercedes Martinez, and fucking Nyla Jax. And Powerhouse Hobbs defeated Caleb Crush. And in your main event, Billy Gunn and The Acclaimed defeated the Spanish Announce Project fucking ripoff assholes. Holy shit, Luther is in the fucking Spanish Announce Project? What the fuck are we doing? With Angelico and Serpentico, a lot of co's in there. Somebody take me over the top.
Mike the Headless Chicken lived for 18 months after getting decapitated. You can insert your own dick jerk joke here. Dick jerk and joke.
Oh boy, I don't know why I didn't include this with this one, but let's take it over to Ring of Honor, where we got more fucking triple threat matches, I guess, or three-way fucking whatevers. Action Andretti, AR Fox, and Darius Martin defeated the Trustbusters. Who the fuck is Jeeves K, and why is he teaming with Slim J? Is that one of the fucking Juggalos? And Sonny Kiss. My God, what happened to Sonny Kiss? That poor dude. Matt Sydal defeated Zach Clayton with Cole Carter. Isn't Cole Carter fucking one of the fucking What are like do 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 do? Wasn't he? Wasn't it Colin Kane or Colin Carter? Yes. ROH World 6-man title proving ground. What the fuck are they trying to prove? Aren't they the champs? Oh, they're not even the champs. Is this what they call a number one contenders match?
They are the champs.
Oh, all right. So then the Mogul Embassy, which is Bishop Khan, Brian Cage, and Toa Lola, with Prince Nana, of course, slinging that thing, defeated Cheeseburger, Eli Isom, and Marcus Cross. This is where fucking poor Eli Isom winds up after all this time. The Kingdom, Matt Taven and Mike Bennett with Maria Kanellis Bennett because they're married. Who is Kobadre and El Dragon? Never heard of these fucking guys. Kiera Hogan defeated Robin Renegade. The Dark Order of Alex Reynolds, Evil Uno, and John Silver defeated Shane Taylor and the Workhorsemen. That's a fucking terrible name for Anthony Henry and J.D. Drake. Vert Vixen lost to Mercedes Martinez. Lee Moriarty avenged his loss on one of the other shows. He defeated Who the Fuck is Griff Garrison. Ray Fenix defeated How the fuck does somebody defeat Gravity? What is this? Is he fucking Isaac Newton now? Jesus Christ. Dralice to go with Jose the Assistant. What the fuck is this? Defeated Willie Mack fucking lost again. Jesus Christ. New Japan Strong Women's title match. Willow Nightingale defeated Rachel Ellering. I take it that's Paul Ellering's daughter, I guess. And Kyle Fletcher unfortunately defeated Christopher Daniels. Somebody take me over the top.
What do you mean,
Please.
unfortunately?
Christopher Daniels shouldn't be losing to fucking Kyle Fletcher.
Do you even know who Kyle Fletcher is?
No, and I don't care. Take me over the top.
La Parka has appeared in 30 PWI 500 lists, most all time.
Isn't he dead?
La Parka?
Yeah.
No.
Wait,
LA
is it
Park.
all the same guy now? Or is it like LA Park and La Park and La Parka? And...
The original WCW La Parka is still alive. No. Wait, yes.
Wait, no. Wait,
Definitely
what?
one or the other.
Yes, no. And then the guy that played him in MLW is dead.
All right. I think this is the last of the long shows. Impact Wrestling had Against All Odds this past week. And Against All Odds, I'm going to read through these fucking results for you. Kylan King with Taylor Wilde defeated Neva. The Impact Digital Media title match. Fucking Kevin's favorite guy is not in it, but Joe Hendry defeated the Dirty Dango to retain his title. Frankie Kazarian defeated Eddie Edwards. ABC, that's Ace Austin and Chris Bay, the phony Bullet Club, defended their titles against the Good Hands. Let's fucking bring them Good Hands over here with Brian Myers. That's more Good Hands, honestly. Dog collar match. This is sexy. Masha Slamovich defeated Killer Kelly. And what about the sexy stud? Impact X Division title match. Can't fucking talk. Chris Sabin defeated Trey Miguel. I guess we got a new champ. Woohoo! Impact World #1 title contender 8-4-1 match. This is the one that fucking HK was loving. Nick Aldis defeated Bully Ray and Heath and Jonathan Gresham and Mike Bailey and Moose and PCO and Rich Schwanz. Bully Ray, Jonathan Gresham, Heath, and Nick Aldis eliminated the team with Moose and all the other assholes. Nick Aldis eliminated Bully Ray, Jonathan Gresham, and Heath, and that's how he fucking won. So good for him. Deanna Perrazzo and Trinity defeated Giselle Shaw and Savannah Evans with who's Hi Vidal? Hi Vidal. 6-man tag team Ohio Street Fight. Holy shit, OVE is back. Fuck it up and fuck them down. Well, they defeated the Design, which is Angels, Diener, and Khan. The Impact World title match, Alex Shelley defeated Steve Macklin to become your new Impact Wrestling champion. Take me over the top.
It has been rumored that a sneeze is equal to 1/6 of an orgasm. Both sneezes and orgasms are involuntary reflexes that feel good and involve erectile tissue. That's about all they have. The science was off, guys. The science was off.
Sounds like something else was off in your pants too. All right, now we move on to some fucking quick shots. These are very interesting. MLW Fusion this week, which I actually watched. Delmi Exo defeated Becca. The One Called Manders defeated Yosifer L, who fucking looks like a douchebag. And the MLW National Openweight title match, John Hennigan with Taya Valkyrie successfully defended against Willie Mack, because Willie Mack is a 2-time fucking loser this week. Somebody take me over the top.
If you plug your nose, you can't tell the difference between an apple, potato, or an onion, but you would definitely know which one you stuck up your ass.
Fair enough. Gato Move Choco Pro results. The best bros of Balian Aki and Mei Segura, who's adorable, by the way, defeated. Yeah, Mei Saruga, yeah.
Ooga.
Defeated Miya Yotsuba and Tokiko Kihara. Minoru Fujita and Shin Suzuki defeated Masahiro Takahashi and Sakaya Obihiro. Super Asia title match because Asia's fucking super. Masahiro Tanahashi defeated Sakaya, and Chie Kosukawa defeated Mei Suruga and Miya Yotsuba. Oh, we got another match too. Chan Shuri and Shin Suzuki defeated Bayan Aki and Sakaya Ogihiro because he didn't team up with Mei Suruga. Somebody take me over the top, please.
Completely missed the title match.
Oh, did I? No, I didn't.
Yes, you skipped
No, I didn't.
right over it. It went
did-
Takahashi.
Oh, Hagane Shinoku defeated Chei Kosukawa. That was the title match. There you go. Super Asian, much fun.
Matt, is it you? Is it me?
Whoever.
I can't give you one. The only Dave Meltzer 5-star match in TNA history took place on September 11, 2005 between Styles, Daniels, and Joe. Guess old Davey boy likes a 3-way and the 6-way.
All right, I'll give it to you.
Oh,
All right, I've never heard of this show. AAA TV on Space. I don't know if they meant in space or if this is a channel or whatever the fuck this is. Dulce Canela, Estrelita, and Mini Vikingo defeated Los Vipers, Latigo, and Toxin, and Demas. I don't know who they are. Street Fight, Lady Shani defeated Chick Tormenta, and a no DQ tag team match. Dralistico and Gringo Loco defeated El Hijo del Vikingo and Pentagon Jr., proving once and for all that El Hijo del Vikingo is El Flasho and El Pano. Someone take me over El Tapo.
In the spring of 2005, toads in Germany and Denmark started to explode. For days, it baffled scientists as more than 1,000 toad bodies appeared dead and popped. It was alarming to local residents as the exploding seemed to be happening every night, each with a loud pop, louder than any Sammy Guevara pop ever.
Just so you guys know, I think I have 3 more to go. Do we have enough to covers or should I combine some?
I got another one.
I got 2.
All right, we're good. The Body Joey Janela's European Vacation. Oh, this ought to be good. Joe Lando Calrissian defeated Gringo Loco and Senza Volto and Ultima Sombra. I thought that was Sombrero. The JCW title match. Jordan Oliver defeated MBM. I don't know if that's M&M related or whatever. Nick Wayne defeats Tristan Archer. Body Zoe Hardcore title 3-way match. Title's vacant, by the way. Not for long as Jack Sans Nam, I don't know what the fuck that means, defeated Ali Ketch with her big hiney and Ninja Mac with his bigger hiney. The Invisible Man, this motherfucker's back, defeated Jacob Vaco. Listen, Jacob lost to a fucking Invisible Man, so fuck him. And the Body Zoe title match, Joey Janela won the title, big surprise, against AG Blanc. Somebody fucking save me.
The first ever WWF match to get a 5-star rating from Dave Meltzer. HBK versus a ladder at WrestleMania 10 with Razor Ramon involved.
You don't like Razor Ramon, huh?
I never saw. I'm just trying to make chicken salad out of chicken shit because I didn't write any jokes.
Oh boy, I guess I'm going back to writing these next week. CMLL Super Viernes Lightning match. Raider defeated Diamond. Very creative, boys. Best 2 out of 3 falls 6-man tag team match. Defunto, as opposed to Dehando, Furia Roja, and Zandakan Jr., because one Zandakan wasn't enough, defeat Guerrero Maya Jr., Ray Samurai, and Stigma. This almost sounds like a fucking Jack Pfeffer show, for Christ's sakes. Best 2 out of 3 falls 6. How many of them on this fucking show? They're all fucking trios. Oh, fuck this. La Chicos Indonables, which is Jacorchita and Luluvita, and Sanely, I guess she's not crazy, defeated La Catalina, Stephanie Vaquer, and Zek Zezusis? I don't know. Another 3 falls tag, some shit or other. Los Guerreros Lagunos, which is Gran Guerrero and Stucca Jr. And Atlantis defeated Eurofina, Sombrando Jr. and Valiente. Another 2 out of 3 falls match. Mephisto defeated Herrero by DQ. And another best 2 out of 3 falls 6-man match. Jesus, there's a lot of them on this show. Dragon Rojo Jr., Mystico, and Ultimo Guerrero coming back. Defeated Templario. He's the template for all of Mexican wrestling. Titan and Volador Jr. My God, why did I choose to do this tonight? Take me over the top.
In Narcissus, Manitoba, tens of thousands of snakes show up every year for a giant snake orgy. Lucky. The only snakes that don't get laid are the wrestling fans. Why, Tony?
They're fucking losers. Well, this is going to be anticlimactic. Matt better come with a good one for this one.
Oh, I don't have a good one, so this will be
New Japan, All Japan, Noah, all together again. Oh my God, I don't even want to read this. Black Mensore, don't even want to touch that one. Ryo Inoue, Risuji Taguchi, and Yo defeated Alejandro Zabajantes, Atsushi Kotoge, Seiki Yoshioka, and Super Crazy. Chaos of Hiroki Goto, Tomohiro Ishii, and Yoshihashi defeated the tough Masa Kitamiya, Yoshiki Inamura, and Daiki Inaba. Jesus. Chris Ridgway and Sean Legacy, names I can pronounce, defeated TMDK, which is Kosei Fujita and Zack Sabre Jr. More names I can pronounce. Shota Umino defeated Yoshitatsu. Axis, which is Go Shiozaki and Katsuhiko Najamija, defeated Hokuto Omori and Satoshi Kojima. Yay. Strong Style of El Desperado, Minoru Suzuki, and Ren Narita defeated Junta Miyawaki, Naomichi Marufuji, and Takashi Sugiura. The United Empire of Aaron Hanare, Francesco Akira, Great Okan, Jeff Cobb, and TJP defeated the Voodoo Murderers. That's a great name. Jun Saito and Rei Saito, Dan Tamura. How the fuck did that happen? Hikaru Sato and Ryuki Honda. Suwama, a name I recognize. Yuji Nagata, another name I recognize. And Yuma Anzari, defeated LIJ of Bushi, Shingo Takagi, and Tetsuya Naito. GLG, which is Jake Lee, Tadasuke, and Yo Hey, I wonder if he's related to Show and Yo, defeat just 5 guys. Now I'm hungry of Sanada, Taka Michinoku, and Yoshinobu Kanemaru. Amasuka, Atsuki Ayoagi, and Himuro Takahashi defeat Hayata, Master Wado, because he sucks, and Rising Hayato, I'm going to visit his grandmother, and Kazucha Okada, Keno, and Yuma Aoyagi defeated Hiroshi Tanahashi, Goace, Kaito Kiyomiya, and Kento Miyahara. Fuck me running. Take me over the top.
Dean Malenko is the only person to ever get number 1 in the PWI 500 and not hold the top title in that company.
I'm fucking dizzy, dude. That was rough.
You asked for that.
I know. It was a mistake. It was a rare misfire on my part.
Yeah.
Props to Brendan for pulling up some crazy results there.
He said, I'm giving you Choco Pro. And I was like, bring it.
He had to go to the depths of the internet. That's a lot of wrestling there. I don't know if I could sit through a CMLL match.
Oh, there's fucking 5 of them, and 4 of them were trios matches, bro. It's right up your fucking alley.
Why would a trios match be up my alley?
Isn't that what AEW does? Isn't it all trios titles and trios matches now?
No.
What about Big Bill and Lee Moriarty and where the fuck else was on that team?
So there were a couple.
Oh, it was Ethan Page, the other Page.
So we're gonna go. I just want to circle back for you.
See you later.
Bye, Kevin.
Eddie Thorpe, Tony. That is Carl Fredericks.
Why do they call him Eddie Thorpe?
That's the name he picked. Jeeves K is VSK.
Why is he Jeeves?
Because they're the Trust Busters and they're supposed to come for money. He's like the butler.
Wait, what show was that on?
That was on Ring of Honor.
Oh, okay. All right, VSK's got some work. Good for him.
I think that's all the questions you had, right?
I don't know. My throat hurts. Can we talk about Impact now that Kevin's not here? Seriously, I don't need to hear. Oh, super fun. Oh,
super fun.
Super fun. Happy slide.
You know he doesn't remember any of the show.
No. Oh.
Do Easy over there, handsome Kevin. You almost choked on it.
He always chokes on it. Are you kidding?
Do you want to talk about the Iron Sheik and get that out of the way? Because that's
yeah. Oh, cameraman, zoom. I mean, he was in bad shape for a long time. God bless him. He lived as long as he did.
So the Iron Sheik passed away Wednesday, or at least that's when it was reported. Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday.
Yes.
81 years old. Although a lot of people aren't entirely sure how old he is.
Why? Did they chop his leg off and count the rings?
No, he didn't. I think there was some confusion as to when his birthday was, and he wasn't entirely sure either.
Oh, I don't remember. Can't even do a Sheik. My throat hurts.
So wait a second. He doesn't know. He never knew how old he was.
Correct.
This is very confusing. How do you not know?
You know what, dude? Honestly, like, there's people that are like in my family, my wife's family, and paperwork gets lost. People just forget, man. It's a weird thing, but it happens. It happens more than you think.
So here it says he was born March 15th, 1942.
But did he lie to get some sort of job? Because remember, he was the head security for the Shah of Iran for a long time.
Yeah.
And he was military too, I'm pretty sure. So maybe he lied to get into service.
I've already found a conflicting report. Here it says he was born September 9th, 1942.
Oh, it's only 6 months difference, right?
Yeah. So again, but whatever. It's neither here nor there, right?
Nope.
Another childhood idol gone.
Yeah. And Bob Backlund plows on.
He's gonna live forever, Tony. We know that.
He might. How old is
Well, look,
Bobby?
Bob Backlund's doing fucking calisthenics in his hotel room at 6 a.m. The Iron Sheik is fucking
smoking crack.
Yeah, and he's fucking drunk going on a Howard Stern show at 9 o'clock in the morning. Like, you know,
that's kind of a shame.
One's gonna lead you. You know, hypothetically, you'll live longer if you're healthy. Nothing says that Bob Backlund's heart won't explode any minute now, but clearly his lifestyle didn't, you know, extend his life any longer than it should have been.
Yeah. What do you think the Sheik is going to be remembered for the most?
It depends, because I think there's two. For us as wrestling fans, it's Hogan, it's Sheik, Volkov. You could even throw in a Colonel Mustafa there, right?
Yeah.
But for like another generation, like there's people that might only know him as like the guy who showed up on the fucking Howard Stern show and his outlandish fucking Twitter. So I think there's two sides to that coin.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking as well. Exactly what I was thinking.
I mean, for us, it's 100% being that transitional champion and kicking off what became the boom era in pro wrestling and totally reshaped the entire world of wrestling as we knew it. It's 100% for me. The Hogan stuff, and of course, he still went on to have good stuff with Slaughter. He still went on to have good stuff as a tag team with Volkov, but it's 100% the putting over Hogan and winning that championship. Throwing in the towel with Arnold Scotland and Bob Backlund is such an iconically like sad moment for the time.
Yeah,
so
sad.
Like
the right way to put that. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's just like because no one saw that coming at all, and no one saw the transition that was about to happen. Tony, I think you'll agree with that. That literally nobody saw that Hulk Hogan was going to come into the picture and be the biggest draw ever. And if there's no Iron Sheik, I don't think that happens. I don't think you can plug anybody else in there, T-Donk.
Yeah, I mean, I remember hearing there was conversation about other people that they could have possibly plugged in and names that were thrown around, but you're absolutely correct. Nobody makes that impression like the Iron Sheik did.
Yeah, especially in the 80s, the early 80s, when, you know, the tensions between us and other countries around the world were at all-time high, like whether it be Russia or whether it be Iran or any of that stuff. It was insane how crazy the world was in 1983. And I'm only just or 1985. When did that happen? What was the date of that? Was that 83?
84.
84?
January 84, yep.
Yeah. So obviously I'm only going by, you know, stuff that I've seen on like documentaries and television and news sites, but it was an insane time for international relations with the U.S., with the Cold War, with Russia and all that stuff. So I don't think. I guess maybe you could have had Volkov be the guy that beats Backlund, but I don't know how he was booked then. I don't know if he was even there then. So.
Well, I mean, even to play that to a slightly lesser extent, you got Sheik and Volkov screwing the U.S. Express out of the tag titles at Mania. You know, I mean, you put the Iranian guy with the Russian guy, two fucking enemies of the United States at the time, and they fucked Wyndham and Rotunda, the All-American boys, the kid from Sweetwater and the guy from Syracuse. They fucked these guys over.
And it's so funny because the irony is that like Iron Sheik was pivotal in two moments that kind of involve Real American.
Yeah, this is true.
So that song is the most iconic song, maybe other than. What do you think is a more iconic song? That Real American? Ooh. NWO, Stone Cold, DX.
I would eliminate DX and NWO off the top. It's
really? NWO you'd get rid of?
Yeah, compared to Hogan and Austin? Come on.
Yeah.
Matt, what say you?
NWO is a flash in the pan compared to the careers of Hogan and Austin.
NWO, like, oh God. Like, there would be no Austin if there was no NWO.
What? I think you're smoking crack, son.
Are you out of your mind? You think WWE goes to the Attitude Era if NWO doesn't happen?
Yeah, they had DX. They had
because
Austin.
of NWO. They had the Attitude Era because of NWO.
They had Austin despite the NWO.
No, Austin doesn't become Austin's still the ringmaster if there's no NWO. Austin doesn't become the megastar that he is if there's no NWO.
Oh, dude, I think that's a bit of a stretch.
I
think that's a bit of a stretch.
All right, so it's hard to say that it couldn't happen at all, but I wholeheartedly think that we don't get Vince McMahon's pivot to that direction with that beer swigging, cursing motherfucker if NWO doesn't turn the dial up on WCW. I think that's fair to say.
I'm torn between Austin and Hogan's for the most iconic.
That's pretty good. It's a good problem to have.
You can't sing along to Austin's. You can sing along to Real American.
It's a great point.
And then just for a little context for you guys, November 21st, 1983, the month before Backlund loses to the Sheik, this was the card at the Garden. Salvatore Bellomo, Butcher Vachon, Tito Santana, Don Kernoodle.
Okay.
IC champion, the Magnificent Morocco against Iron Mike Sharp.
Whoa.
The Invaders 1 and 2 against Mr. Fuji and Rene Goulet. The Wild Samoans, Afa Sika against Rocky Johnson, SD Jones. The Iron Sheik wrestled Tony Gurria, Tony Atlas, Big John Studd, Jimmy Snuka, Sergeant Slaughter, 20-minute time limit draw. Pat Patterson, Ivan Koloff, and your main event, Bob Backlund defeats the Masked Superstar.
See, that was one of the other guys that his name was thrown around. That the Masked Superstar was one of the few that could have possibly dethroned Backlund.
Was that Demolition Axe, Tony?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can I just want to poke a hole in your theory here, Kevin, about the NWO and Stone Cold Steve Austin. Austin 316, King of the Ring 1996. That was in June. The official formation of the NWO, 1 month later, July.
A great point. Very well taken and appreciated. I just don't think they would have ran with him as hard as they did if they didn't feel the pressure from the other show. So, like, I totally get it.
I see what you're saying. It was just the timeline. I knew there was something funky.
No. That's fine. And I misspoke. That's totally. I'll take the hit for that 100%. I admit when I'm fucking wrong. But I just really don't think that we don't get Austin. We don't get The Rock as The Rock. We don't get DX, and it's pretty well documented by both like Bruce and Bischoff and Jim Ross that you would probably still have Doink the Clowns running around in 97 and 98 if
wouldn't mind that at all.
No, Doink. See, that's a great character. Doink the Evil Clown was a tremendous. With Matt Bourne was tremendous.
Yeah.
So,
Well, rest in peace, Iron Sheik.
Yep.
That's right. Tony, we go off the rails every now and then. That's all right.
I'll tell you, I know you like to shit on Dave Meltzer, which is fine. But
5-star match, Sheik and Backlund.
No, when he writes like an obituary, like it's very well written, and the Sheik's one was pretty interesting. There's a couple stories in there which Ric Flair wrote about in his book, where when he was training for Vern, because he was a wrestler, like a shoot wrestler, he had a couple times said he could beat up Billy Robinson and Vern, and both of them definitely sucker punched and or kicked him in the face when he wasn't ready for it. I thought that was pretty interesting.
That's some shit,
man. That's what happens in Minnesota. It's a tough guy town.
And then there's I guess later in life, he had a couple daughters.
Minnesota's a state, you dummy.
Yeah, I didn't want to do it, but Tony did it.
Later in life, he had a couple daughters, and one of his daughters was murdered, unfortunately. And in the courtroom, he went into the courtroom with a razor blade in his mouth with the intention of killing this man. And his daughter had to talk him out of it. And that was kind of didn't help with where he was with his drug and alcohol problems.
Yeah. I didn't know that until I watched the was it the
A&E documentary?
Yeah, Legend. I didn't know that. That was wild to me. But the fact that like he was talked out of it, like that's pretty self-restraint compliant there.
But it's a shame too, like some of the appearances on Stern, like they got him saying and doing things that, you know, he may not have otherwise would have had a good idea to do, things that he said, things that he did. There's the bit on O&A, like when he was in and he pissed his pants and everybody made fun of him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a guy like the Sheik, the personality he was, you don't want to remember shit about him like that. But unfortunately, like you said, a lot of like recent memory of him were things like that, you know?
Break his back, make him humble, and then fuck his ass.
Oh, he had no love for fucking B. Brian Blair.
Or Hulk Hogan.
Fuck the Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. So I don't think I've seen one appearance of Iron Sheik on Howard Stern. So like I can't speak to that.
It's just people taking advantage of somebody who's, you know, there's in the Meltzer write-up, he was telling there was a point in his life where he would just go to the Holiday Inn airport with a replica title belt and 8x10s, and he would sell them for $10 a pop for everyone that was at the hotel if they came in and they were staying there. Then him and his friends would get in a car and go into the hood and spend all their money on crack.
Sounds about right.
So it's these brothers or whatever who were making the Cheek film and they were running his Twitter and whatever. You know, I'm sure, you know, it's about, you know, hey, we got the Sheik here. This is how much money we'll show up. We'll get them loaded. And this is all speculatory, but you know, it's, you know, that's what the bar is set for, right? He's crazy. He does outlandish shit. Like, hey, you pay us and we'll show up with this guy. We'll get him drunk all night and then put a fucking live mic in front of him and ask him these questions and just watch him go. It'll be highly entertaining.
He downed my beer when I met him. Drank the whole fucking tall boy. So that was just sat down, started talking to the regular, hey, you know, it's a pleasure to meet you. Thank you for, you know, years of entertainment, all that kind of stuff. He didn't really say shit. He reached over on the table, picked up my Pabst, just downed the hell out of it and says, yes, I like your American PBR beer. And that was that.
That reminds me of our Steve Lombardi story, Matt. Getting him a fucking pitcher of beer and not hearing a goddamn word from him afterwards.
That's not surprised. He's a piece of shit too. He's on the list. Him and Justin Credible are on my list today. Fucking
and
assholes.
Charlie Haas.
Charlie Haas has been mum's the word, so I got no heat with Charlie Haas today.
Okay. It's a PJ Polacco kind of day.
Ah, what a fucking carny piece of shit.
Hand job. Speaking of hand jobs, what's next?
Who's giving out handies? Look, I got to tell you, I wrote it down because I have to. So I've been watching a lot of 1993 WWF for the Patreon project that I'm going to eventually unveil, right? So the other night I was like, I want to watch like 90s wrestling. So I randomly picked an episode of Monday Night Raw from June 12th, 1995. All right, I bring this up for a couple of reasons.
Here we go.
One, the show had a bunch of shit on it that I don't remember, like the Bob Backlund Man Mountain Rock feud.
Didn't remember that either. Never knew that was a thing.
Oh, it's the thing. Bob Backlund goes into like the dressing room and like a guitar is out. It's presumed to be Man Mountain Rocks. It's not the guitar he played every time he went out on.
Not the
ring.
WWF guitar.
No, it's just like a black piece of shit. And Bob Backlund like accidentally drops it and then goes on this crazy tirade about Rolling Rock and something else that makes zero fucking sense. And then Man Mountain Rock in like a segment or two later, legit crying about his broken guitar. And I was like, "What? I don't remember."
Were they trying to recreate when Billy Graham destroyed the WWF Championship and Bob Backlund cried? Is that what they were going for? Because that sounds like a fucking callback.
Yeah, but I don't think you can even call it a feud, to be honest with you. I think it was just a one-night story.
HK, you know the moment I'm talking about. You're the Backlund guy.
It triggered in my memory. I don't remember everything surrounding it, but like it's there.
Backlund was wrestling and Superstar came out. He had just lost, so he tried to rip up the belt. Of course, he was having a hard time because how the fuck do you rip leather? But he smashed the shit out of it, a la Greg Valentine. And when Backlund got out of the ring, he just started weeping that his championship belt was destroyed.
Yeah.
Poor Man Mountain Rock.
Yeah, I mean, they never had a pay-per-view match, so I can't. Unless they did.
No,
I'm pretty sure they did.
Oh,
I don't remember.
Nothing came of it.
I did. You know why? Because he was recording people in the locker room. Wasn't that the fucker that got in trouble for doing that shit?
No, that was Sean Stasiak.
And that was recording people in his car.
No, Man Mountain Rock got in trouble for that shit too.
You might be right, actually.
Max Payne, no?
Yeah, because he filed the lawsuit. Didn't he file a lawsuit against WWE too? I think you're right, Tony. But Sean Stasiak also got
Stasiak had a recording device in his car. With people
I thought it was in the locker room.
In his car is what the rumor was.
Okay.
Last I did a little bit of a deep dive on Meat for the year of Duke and Rogue this last season.
All right, so Justin Anderson is saying, let's see, here we go.
Raw pink meat.
Sorry, you said meat.
Yeah, Max Payne did. So I'll take Justin Anderson's word for it.
Thank you, Justin. Now go do Die Hard.
The Man Mountain Rock Bob Backlund definitely made its way around the circuit, though.
Oh boy, did it ever!
They exercised the match
from July till the end of August.
Oh, 6 weeks.
I mean, it makes sense. Like
with Bob Backlund going over every single time.
Well, of course, dude. Come on.
Crazy old school Bob Backlund versus.
Wait, this was 95?
Rock?
Yes.
Yeah. Wait, so his title victory is yet to come in 95?
No, he won it in 94.
94. Okay, so
I
mean, former
he's
two-time
still
WWF champion.
He's still relevant and he's still like in the picture, but at this point, what he needed to do was over, and so like he just had to like maybe try to make. I bet it was probably just to help try to make Man Mountain Rock, but like
Make him cry.
That was impossible. So because it was such a fucking stupid gimmick, like.
I mean, he's no Van Hammer. He's not killing people, and he's not working.
No, I loved him as Max Payne. Him and Cactus was great shit.
Also on the show is a Lex Luger Yokozuna match for a qualifying spot in the King of the Ring. But the most interesting thing about this is the flag bearer is a young wrestler named Scotty Anton.
Really?
Rigsky.
Friend of the show.
And the story is that apparently, so Vince like mentions like this is a young up and coming wrestler named Scotty Anton who's carrying the flag for Lex, and he gets involved in the match. Mr. Fuji attacks him. The story is that he was going to be Lex's protege and get like a big push, but then obviously Lex went to WCW.
Poor Scotty Anton.
I was like, I just want to put on some wrestling to fall asleep. And this was the episode. And then I looked it up, and also on this taping, Bob Holly, Chris Benoit match, dark match.
That's right. This was about that time. Benoit, I think, had 2 or 3 dark matches, and they decided not to bring him in, so he wound up in WCW. Justin Anderson's got a great fucking line here. Even then, he was an American male. God damn, Justin.
Yeah, let's see here. He had one with Owen Hart in '95, I think.
Well, of course, if you're gonna have a tryout match, you might as well have it against a fellow Calgary guy, right?
Yeah, and that whole weekend it was Bob Holly beat Benoit on Raw. And then the next night, Adam Bomb beat Chris Benoit, and then Wrestling Challenge dark match. Owen Hart defeated Chris Benoit.
Benoit.
Imagine having a Wrestling Challenge dark match. Like they could, like everyone was like freaking like Barry Hardy was on.
Say Wrestling Challenge tapings were like 12 hours long, weren't they?
Yeah, and imagine getting a dark match and not actually like getting a shot out on the actual show. Like Barry Hardy, Dwayne Gill, Reno Riggins, freaking Jim Powers, Jumping Jim Brunzell,
Pete Motts,
Scott, Dale Wolf, like Joey Bags,
Dale fucking Wolf,
and fucking Chris Benoit can get a televised match on Wrestling Challenge, the third-rate syndicated show. It doesn't even exist anymore. I think they changed it to like Action Zone at some point in this era.
He was also apparently his manager was the $1 Million Man.
Teddy Biasi.
Was he supposed to be the first ringmaster?
I think they were going to add him to the $1 Million Corporation.
Love the $1 Million Corporation.
Oh yeah, look at that, 1995. One of those matches too was.
Did he have a mask? Did he ever wear the mask when he? I'm sorry, Matt. Did he ever wear the mask? Do you know?
No,
or no,
no mask.
No mask.
No mask. I think the Raw match was live. Like it was taking place while they were showing another match in the arena on the screens.
Gotcha. Like it was like a. I know what you're saying.
Like a recap.
Yeah.
That's
crazy how that worked.
Yeah, apparently he wanted to. I think Owen told him he could still work WWF and do New Japan. But that was not right because WCW had to deal with New Japan.
That was a lie.
Wow. Owen's a shyster, my hero.
So he was in ECW like a month later.
I thought he went to WCW right away. No,
he was in WCW in like 92 and 93.
Oh, that's it. It was before that.
And
yeah.
then
when he showed up,
he
he got out the
was,
limo and he's like, WCW.
After that WWF matches, he had one shot in ECW August of 95, where him and Scorpio lost to the Steiner brothers at the arena.
Yeah.
And then he is in WCW
He did go right away.
by October on Saturday night, beating Alex Wright.
He got out of the limo and he said, "This is where the big boys play, isn't it?"
Yeah. He was there before that. That was his second run.
Yes, but we're just talking 95.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Copy that.
So I wanted to talk about that goofy.
When was that? You said June?
June 12th, 1995.
The Raw is June 12th. It was taped June 5th.
Okay. What was the Raw directly before that one?
That would have been June 5th.
Good. It's a good tug.
Thanks.
I'm just trying to remember because I've been watching this era of Raw as well as my NyQuil. So
yeah.
I'm like faintly remembering it, but I don't know if it was just because it's that era.
I will guess that Mantar is on the show.
My man Mantar.
Okay, so the Bob Holly Chris Benoit match, they didn't show it because they were playing the King of the Ring 1995 qualifying match between Owen Hart and the British Bulldog, which was taped the week before in Syracuse, New York, where they go to a time limit draw.
Ah.
Wow. I don't even remember that.
Yeah, some of these Raws are fucking wild.
Yeah.
Wild. It's hard to fall asleep to them because there's so much you don't remember.
Yeah. Last night I watched one of the Raws from that era, and it would open up with the Battle Royal. It came down to Marty and Owen was for the winter challenge for the IC title. It's ripping stuff.
Wait, it was a Rumble.
Battle Royal.
Battle Royal, okay.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I know that Owen they did some live Royal Rumbles on house shows, and Owen won, I believe, one of those.
Yeah. The worst part about the Rumble was that him and Marty tried for the same spot 3 times, and it looked like shit every single time. Beautiful.
Well, you know, that's the old adage. You miss the spot, just repeat it.
Yeah, that's the adage, Tony. Just repeat it.
Just keep on repeating it. You'll get it eventually.
Yeah, not move on. Nothing like
Nope.
that.
Nope.
Like 2 of my favorite wrestlers of all time. Well, 2 of my favorite. One is my favorite wrestler of all time, and the other one is Marty.
Marty. Do
Red
the
Bull
spot
Marty.
again, Marty.
We got Collision this weekend in AEW, the big debut.
That's right.
Tony, are you excited? Will you be parking your coolie on the couch to watch Collision Saturday night?
I think I might have to check it out.
Your collision.
We have the main event is FTR and CM Punk against Jay White, Juice Robinson, and Samoan Joseph.
Hashtag FJW.
Samoan Joseph.
What the fuck? Why? Like, Matt, can you try to justify why this is the match and why Juice and Switch? I understand Juice, Switchblade, FTR. Why are they paired with Joe for this?
Probably because maybe CM Punk's got a little rust and he wants to work with people that he know how to work. That'd be my guess.
But Samoa Joe, not only I don't watch Ring of Honor, so I don't know if he's been on that show, but
well, he's a TV champ, isn't he?
No, he is for sure. So but like he has no affiliation with Bullet Club, so why would Bullet Club team with Joe? To me, it's just weird.
I think they're gonna. So I think you're going. So FTR is in a feud with Jay White and Juice,
which I like.
I think you're gonna pair. To Tony's point, I think CM Punk is comfortable working with Samoa Joe. It's going to be his first. I think his first run back is against Joe. I don't think it's for the TV title because I think Zack Sabre is going to take that off of him at Forbidden Door. But I think his first run. And look, man, like Joe Punk, like I'll check it out.
I'm here for it. Don't get me wrong. I'm definitely here for it. It was just very, very confusing that that's what they came up with.
Well, if they're going now, we don't know, but if they're going to be splitting rosters to make everybody content, it makes sense because that's like one of Phil's guys.
If they split rosters, you know how many fucking titles they're gonna have?
I think you would be. I would hope they would be wise to not go that route where you can still split rosters, but you can go the WWE route before they had 2 world champions in every division, right? You can just keep your tag guys here, keep Buckets here, keep your world title on Wednesday, make Punk your main guy on Saturdays. Eventually they'll cross paths on a Rampage or at a pay-per-view. Yeah. But we don't need more titles. No.
Can I take a little bit of a tangent for you right now?
Oh yeah.
I love it.
Universal Wrestling Federation, run by Herb Abrams, old cokehead himself. These are the championships that his group had while they were in existence for the short amount of time they were. You had, I'm going to leave UWF out of it because it's just going to sound stupid. You had the America's Championship, the Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship, the Israeli Championship, the Junior Heavyweight Championship, the MGM Grand Championship, the Midget World Championship, the North American Championship, the Southern States Championship, the Sports Channel Television Championship, the Women's World Championship, the World Heavyweight Championship, and the World Tag Team Championship. So if we learn anything from Tony Khan, he will follow Herb Abrams' footsteps and just keep on making belts. This company was in existence less than AEW was, and they had all these titles.
Okay.
I'm just saying. And they're happy to bring everybody else in with their belts.
So
it's going to be an anomaly to have a match where there's no champions involved. That's what's going to happen.
You would make the same argument about a Wrestle Kingdom show.
Oh, you know what's going to happen? Fucking Pockets is going to take the International Championship and fucking be the champion of SmackDown. Collision.
They only have, if you don't count the FTW championship, they only have 7 championships.
AEW.
Yes.
What about Ring of Honor?
Ring of Honor has 1, 2, 3, 4.
And you're constantly showcasing Ring of Honor talent in AEW. So it's not even like you can consider it an NXT situation because they're getting FaceTime all the time. TV 29. So there you go.
World? No, they have 5. The World, the TV, the Pure, the Tag, and the Women's.
6 mans? Both groups have 6
And the
mans.
6. Okay, so Ring of Honor has 6.
Trios.
Ring of Honor has 6. AEW has 7.
That's lots of belts, dude.
Well, I mean,
That's
WWE says the same.
I understand. Not saying it's right either way. By the way, did you know Asuka is no longer the Raw Women's Champion? She's the WWE Women's Champion, and her belt says undisputed, which flies in the face of the fact that just over on the other channel, Rhea Ripley's got one of those belts too. Fuck do I know?
I think I think because of the merger with the UFC, you're gonna see like all the belts are just gonna be the same. They're just gonna be a fucking WWE logo, and it's just gonna be a different color for whatever brand they are. Kind of like the way the UFC, every division, every weight division, every title is exactly the same.
Yeah, but I think they're moving away from the Raw and SmackDown designations. They haven't gotten to the tag belts yet, but they're clearly doing it with the women's titles at this point.
Well,
I don't know what they're doing with
the women's tag titles and the NXT women's tag titles will be unified.
Oh, they're unifying the belts? What the hell you say?
The women's tag titles and the NXT tag titles.
Why?
They will have a unification match in 2 weeks. Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler will take on NXT's women tag team champions Isla Dawn and Alba Fire for the June 23rd edition of SmackDown.
In other words, watch the NXT women's tag team champions become completely decimated by these two fucking mongrels.
Now, on SmackDown, Tony, I don't know if you caught it or not, they stood right up to Baszler and Ronda and chased them off, gave them a run for the money. They made them look good.
Speaking of Ronda, I read a story that she's constantly yanking at her tights because she doesn't want people to see her camel toe. She's like deathly afraid of people seeing her camel toe.
100% true. It's in her book.
Oh, it's in the book.
It's
Even better.
It's in her book. Yeah, she did that with her MMA trunks constantly.
Why does she just put like a cheater in there or something, or a cup? I don't know.
I don't know.
Something to
Maybe
like hide the creases. I don't know.
Maybe it's uncomfortable.
Do you don't think it's uncomfortable to constantly tugging at your fucking crotch? Well, maybe.
Dude,
not
I don't
for me,
fucking
but-
know. I don't have a vagina. I'm not wearing bicycle shorts everywhere I go.
She doesn't want people to see her caribou hoof.
The old moose knuckle.
Yeah, it would be hoofer to be careful.
Aha!
Good night, Diana.
What is that? That was Coming to America, wasn't it, Tony? Ha ha!
Aha! Where's the soup? Taste the soup. Where's the spoon? Aha! What a fucking great movie.
Yep.
When Eddie Murphy walks in, he goes, "Hey, it's Gunther Kidd." God damn, that line gets me every fucking time I see that movie.
Let me ask you guys a question.
Sure.
I watched Dynamite Wednesday night.
Sure did.
Is where are you guys on the MJF's promos?
Long.
I was just okay with this recent one. I did not like Adam Cole's retort.
Is the idea, let me just throw this out there, is the idea that he doing his promos where he's just picking at the low-hanging fruit? Is that done on purpose to make him look like a bigger douche?
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't. There's an old adage in wrestling where if you make your opponent appear to be a piece of shit, when you win, you beat a piece of shit. So I do agree with that to an extent. That's something I really wasn't thinking about. When he's saying that Adam Cole looks emaciated and, like you could have backed away from that. You make a good point. But other shit like saying like his girl has the balls in her purse, like that's fine. Call him out.
It's not the first time we've heard a line like that.
Yeah, but like call him a pussy, that's fine, But to fucking just make a guy seem like he's a nobody. congratulations, you just beat a nobody. That being said, Adam Cole's comebacks, I didn't fucking think there was any meat on the bone with that at all. Honestly.
I hate that they're doing it on a Dynamite. I mean,
the match? Yeah, I kind of agree with that.
I mean, you never know, and like I said, like until it's over, until you watch it, like you can't really like.
But like we got the Pillagers on pay-per-view, and like you couldn't give Adam Cole a pay-per-view shot.
Well, they're going to. This is an eliminator match, so the title's not.
Oh, this is an eliminator match.
This is an eliminator match. So the title's not on the line, so there will be shenanigans probably, and Adam Cole will beat him.
Of course, there will.
That's either set up. That's not. I don't think they would do that at Forbidden Door. That's probably for Wembley, maybe, or All In.
It's got to be one of those two, 100%. Maybe both.
Dude, they're setting this up for Orange Cassidy to be the guy that beat fucking MJF. They are.
No, they're not. There's no chance in
hell. They are. Tony's got a boner the size of fucking Minnesota for this guy.
Dude,
what?
The guy has the record for most. I know, like, I don't watch the first 20 minutes of Dynamite because I know Orange Cassidy's starting the show.
You don't
Thank you. Most people should be doing that.
No, I mean, I like him. I think it's fun. I enjoy other people's reactions to him, and I do enjoy his work, but I just don't get like the infatuation with him.
Thank you. It's because Tony Khan has a boner for him. That's the only reason why
he's on international. He's your international champion, so he's going to be out there. He's the workhouse. He's out there every week.
Fuck you and your fucking.
I have a whole locker room of workhorses. He's hardly the most talented guy.
He's a cocksucker who kicks people in the shins, and they go, "Whoa!"
People love him.
Whoa!
He has good matches, and the story they're telling is that he can't keep up at this pace because he's getting beaten and broken down. So when he loses that title to an unsuspecting challenger,
Action Andretti,
please not Action Andretti.
If that's the story they're telling, it's lost on me because they're not putting it over at all.
They put it over all Wednesday night against Swerve.
And going into the damn battle, the all-in
battle royal with his fucking arms all banged up.
Gives a shit.
So,
asshole he is. Fuck
maybe it's my fault then. Maybe I missed it.
It's not your fault. He sucks, Kevin. You're absolutely right to miss the first 20 minutes of fucking.
No, I do watch. I just wish I don't.
I would turn on the show at 8:25 myself.
Back to your original question you posed, Matt, with MJF's promos. I still enjoy the hell out of them. I still think they're one of the reasons to he is one of the reasons to tune in still.
100% for sure.
His promos are certainly not lost on me. He's by far the best stick man in that company. And I don't think it's debatable or even close. So him and his promos are still, yes, for me, a reason to tune in to a show that really has, for me, fallen flat for quite a while. I still love seeing what he does on the mic.
However, you got to stay away from the low-hanging fruit sometimes.
Oh, no, man. It's the easiest stuff to eat. You pick that shit right away.
I picked my ass right away, too. That don't mean I want to eat it.
That's a good thing you don't. Yeah, I don't know. I think his also, I saw apparently that promo is very similar to something that Adam Cole did to Karrion Kross in NXT.
Yeah.
Where Adam Cole was the heel.
And he said that something about maybe Scarlett had
Scarlett, and he made like a joke about
what, she had VD?
I don't know what the joke. I didn't watch it.
No, I think it was the same line. I think it was the balls in the purse. It's been done before. Like Maurice and Miz have been a victim of that line. Like it's not the first time it's been done. It's still cool when you hear it, though.
It's Stephanie and Triple H. I mean, it's been recycled over and over again.
Yeah, but when you say a line like that, you're just firing the guy up, and you're like, "I want you to be the man that you're supposed to be, and not, the neutered man that you are." And that's a little better than, "Wow, you look frail. You don't work out anymore."
He was implying he's off the juice, Tony.
I get it, but they did the same shit with Randy Orton. Remember, he had his elbow surgery. They were doing the RNN. He was like, "I'm 6 weeks from coming back." When he came back, he was skinny as shit. And Vince McMahon, the first thing out of his mouth is, "Boy, you've lost some weight." Oh, come on. Dude, really?
Bro, I saw a picture of Jim Powers from like a like 94 Raw. It looked like somebody popped that motherfucker with a pin. Woof. Woof.
Well, I was just right in the steroid era.
Woof. He got off that juice fast.
But then he shows up in WCW and he looks like a freaking brick horse, like we've never seen.
A brick horse.
Is that a thing?
It is now.
Can you write that down? Brick horse.
Writing it down. Brick horse.
What is it? A brick house, right?
Yes.
Hey, listen, it's my birthday. Cut me some slack.
That's all right. It's a good line though.
I thought the from the Hook Jack Perry.
Jungle Hook, bare
match-
necessities.
The match was a lot of fun.
Oh, sure it was.
But man, when Vance got hit in the face with that fucking chain, bro, you got to put your fucking hands up. Homeboy was like he was looking to pick up a Dracula. His fucking face exploded. There was blood everywhere.
And Moxley bladed later in the show too, right?
Now, let me ask you this real quick. Like, why did they all of a sudden pivot from Hook being associated with the Hardys to now putting him back with Jungle Boy? Like, why wouldn't the Hardys help him and continue that thing? Now the Hardys
are doing
Ethan Page gimmick again.
Yeah.
Well, didn't Hook step in for somebody that was hurt?
No, that was the match, I think.
No, but I thought wasn't it supposed to be one of the Hardy Party kids, Quinn or somebody?
No, I haven't seen Quinn in forever. I think it was probably
Yeah, Isaiah.
Yeah.
I think he was originally in and they pulled him, no?
For this match? Or
No,
this?
This match was scheduled because Jungle Boy came and saved.
No, for the 6-man that happened with the Hardys, the Ethan Page where he lost his contract match.
No, I think that was always going to be Hook and the Hardys.
Oh, well.
I think.
Oh, well.
I don't know. I didn't see. Here's the thing, right? With this is a weird time now, right? Because we're 2 weeks out from Forbidden Door. We have 2 matches announced. You have Bryan Danielson, Okada, and you have Ospreay, Omega, right? They're in like a holding pattern. They can't start anything. They're probably not going to start any mid-card feuds until they get to Forbidden Door because they have to set up this pay-per-view this week and next week. So this is probably Jungle Hook and LFI is just like there's a story there, some story. There's probably some backstage stuff on Rampage that 6 people saw, and now we have this match, right? It's just filler until we get to Forbidden Door, where they give us a bunch of matches that don't really mean anything outside of the top 2.
By the way, Justin chiming in, Hook did step in for Isaiah, and apparently Scott says Isaiah got injured, so that's why we got the Hook.
I don't think it was ever announced as that match, though. I don't think Isaiah was ever announced in the match. I think when the match was announced, it was always like.
I'm not sure about that. What was it? What was that show? Against All Odds?
Double or nothing.
That's right.
Whatever. Stop laughing at me.
Great Ball of Fire.
I think the easiest answer is just it's Tony Khan playing with his toys. That's the easiest answer. Now you're going to be in a match with these guys.
Scott George says that he was announced. I'm assuming that's what he means by he was, Kevin. That it was originally supposed to be Zay.
They do like an injury angle backstage where they beat him up.
Yeah, they did. All right, so yeah, that makes sense. All right.
Yeah, they were accompanied by Isaiah Cassidy to the ring, according to Wiki. I didn't.
Yeah, he's got the neck brace on.
Yeah, so all right, so I stand corrected.
Jay White beat Ricky Starks.
Yeah,
I
fuck Jay White.
Don't care how it happened. Do care. Not excited about it. This is really me wavering more towards the David Finlay Bullet Club. I don't want the guns in Bullet Club Gold. Sorry.
Doesn't it make sense? Guns? Bullet Club?
Yeah,
beautiful.
That fucking hack-a-doodle-doo joke.
I'm in. Sold.
This time last year, he just beat fucking Okada. Now he's hanging out with Rock Hard Juice Robinson, the fucking Guns, and I'm supposed to think this is some kind of great version of the Bullet Club? No. Give me my fucking... I'm in Rebel Club. Quick 180. I'm all for David Finlay, the War Dogs, Clark Connors, Dan Maloney. That's where my fucking bread is buttered. I'm sorry, Jay.
So let me ask you this, Matt.
Bullet Club Fool's Gold.
Do you like ABC more than you like Bullet Club Gold.
They're not even, are they even affiliated with Bullet Club? Just because you put on a fucking Bullet Club t-shirt means you're Bullet Club now?
I mean, I guess so, right?
I don't know.
You put on the shirt, you're affiliated. NWO, put on the shirt, you're in.
What the
DX, you
fuck?
put on the shirt, you're in. Bullet Club, put on the shirt, you're in.
I don't know. People are like, oh, it makes sense. They're cocky little shits. I'm like, oh, I get it. I just don't like it. I don't have to like everything.
Hey,
Well, here's the thing.
Right.
You know what's ironic and handsome Kevin is that Ace Austin and Chris Bay are baby faces now in Impact.
So now you don't even know what to think.
So like now, like that doesn't jive with the rest of Bullet Club's mantra is because they're all
it
fucking
doesn't.
bad guys.
Bullet Club Gold is bad. Bullet Club in Japan, the OG Bullet Club, they're fucking savages and animals. They're killing everybody they can get their hands on. ABC is they're good guys now.
Which
Battle
one does
Wale,
which one is Stevie Ray in charge of?
My main man, MB, says guns are a perfect fit with Jay White and Juice Robinson.
I get it. I get why people think that. I don't like it. I don't want it.
I'm buying the fucking t-shirt.
Good, do it. You
Maybe
fucking
you'll be
mark.
affiliated with
I
Bullet
am.
Club.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on, and I'm gonna be in Bullet Club.
While you're at it, buy a fucking CM Punk FTR shirt that just got released today too.
Yeah, the one
Maybe
you're
I
at,
fucking
good
will.
night Diana shirt too.
Man,
That's
tell
the
me
best
that.
one yet.
Tell me that Gun Club with the Bullet Club logo wouldn't sell.
It wouldn't sell to me.
Yeah, I wouldn't buy that shit.
But
I
Gun
get it.
Club with
I'll
Bullet
send
Club
one
logo?
to you.
You think AEW wants to be part of the Gun Club? You know how many fucking shootings there are in America?
But it's two ends.
Fuck, I don't give a shit. Fuck.
I mean, what's the difference between Gun Club and Bullet Club?
I don't know. Leave me alone.
I'm really surprised they haven't signed their Uncle Bart yet.
Well, the X-Pac apparently has been getting in ring shape, and he's been talking to Uncle Tony, so I expect the Acclaim and X-Pac against Bullet Club Gold at some point.
He's
Oh,
been getting
God.
in shape for years.
I'm here for it.
Well, you know, remember the time his butthole fell out? They gotta it's not something easy.
I was there at the Jerry Lynn retirement show when he ripped his asshole open.
Did he have like a Shelly Martinez my vag moment?
You know, just watch it on slow motion. You can see what you need
Nope.
to see.
Don't even want to.
It's all
I've
on
heard about
YouTube.
it for years.
It's all
Don't
on
care.
YouTube. Yep.
I'll tell you what you watch on slow motion. Alex Shelley beating Steve Macklin at the end of Against All Odds. Great match. Great moment. Kevin was spot on last week when he said Nick Aldis is probably next in line. I don't think we saw Alex Shelley being the champion, but I kind of feel like this is like where Impact's bread is buttered. Like we got Shelley now as the world champion. Sabin is your X Division champion. Nick Aldis is your number one contender. ABC's tag champs. They're good guys. Like Deonna Purrazzo's still the women's champion, right? They're
No.
Is it not Deonna?
No, it's is it Deonna? It is Deonna, yes.
It is
you're
Deonna,
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like we're fine because Mickey she had to bow out of that match because she was hurt, so she never got to have that match. Like this is great. Like Impact flies so fucking far under the radar because I think it's hard for people to like find it on fucking TV. The worst thing they did was get rid of that. What were they, Kevin? They were showing them on YouTube, right? When you were fucking live tweeting.
I wasn't
Twitch.
live tweeting.
You were remember when they were like every Thursday?
Oh yeah, when they were on Twitch, yeah, because it stinks because YouTube, there's a delay now. So
Yeah.
like even though that I pay like the $1 a month to get it because I don't have access TV, it's like a half-hour delay. So there's no point in live tweeting Impact if it's going to be a half hour later, and I'm going to be on social media and see what happens before I watch it.
Right.
Like it makes no fucking sense,
Right.
and it kills me. I wish they would go back to Twitch. But Matt, this show to me, and especially with Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley both winning singles titles, is something I never saw fucking coming. But the story is so fucking good, and it has to me, now follow me on this, has a very, very much of a Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn vibe to it. In terms of like, even though they're two singles titles, they're like best friends. They're a regular tag team. They didn't have beef. They didn't reunite or anything like that. They were just together, and it was the feel good moment that was so perfect. End of the show, the promo, the just both of them having these singles titles is such a tremendous story that I did not see coming at all. And I'm so happy that now would I have maybe flipped them? Even though Chris Sabin is a former champion, and I don't think Alex Shelley ever has been a world champion.
No.
So that's really cool. But it's just such a tremendous story, and I'm here for it, and I can't wait to watch Impact on Thursday to see the follow up.
Yeah, they did a nice job. I caught just that match of Against All Odds on a Saturday night, but man, what a fucking moment! I couldn't believe they did it, but it was great.
I can't. It's one of those things where I don't think you could probably poll like 100 people, and I guarantee you 99 of them would not have predicted that was going to happen. I guarantee it.
The True Prince of Pro called it before. The main event of Bound for Glory this year will be Sabin cashing in the X Division title via option C to challenge Shelley for the world title, and it'll be awesome.
That'd be perfect. So my only concern is about Macklin, because they built him up and they made him like a star, and now I don't know if they're losing faith in him or if that was the plan the whole time to make him. But see, so Macklin was obviously a transitional champion, but now I feel like Alex Shelley is also going to be a transitional champion. And now where does Nick Aldis fit into the situation? Because I don't think he was brought back not to become world champion at some point. Unless
That's a great question, because their
Chris Sabin's a former world champion anyway, isn't he?
Yeah, I said that already.
Hot transitional champion. Chris Sabin wins, and Nick Aldis cashes his shit in and fucks him over.
Well, no, he doesn't have anything to cash. Oh, well, he's the number one contender, but he doesn't have anything to cash in.
I challenge you now. Me and Paddington and fucking Christopher Robin. Take it easy.
What is that's not even made, and that's usually the sound that I make.
I have a question here. KP Burke, Tony, when can I call in to read my poem about Kevin for his birthday? Me and Heidenreich wrote it. Tony, want to crack the egg of knowledge on this one?
Yeah, that's KP Burke, friend of the show, who has a love affair with Kevin. So
okay.
He's one of my closest friends on this planet.
Yes.
Talk about love affairs.
Oh no.
I told Tony. I watched MLW this week.
So did I.
Didn't hate it.
Neither did I.
Didn't hate it. Actually, really enjoyed the show.
You know, it's weird. Matt and I both had a moment where we started watching it, and Matt was like, I watched MLW. It was good, and it was funny because earlier that day I had started watching it, and I stopped for whatever reason. And I'm like, you know what? So far, I think you're right. I'm going to go back. And I actually went back and watched it, and now we both watched it.
Now, I think this is the first set of notes that the good Brendan has sent us, where it wasn't like MLW versus AAA. So maybe we're in a
the week before was like same old.
But there was you don't like Yusufer L?
No, fuck that guy.
I thought he looked awesome.
Oh, he looked amazing, but he was like fucking Manders fucking pushed his stool in for him. Fuck that guy.
Okay, I'm fine with that. But the dude looks like looks great. He looks like the Berserker. And
no, he looks like he looks like Max the Impaler from fucking NWA, dude. Fuck that. Get out of here.
Wow, really? No.
Yeah, well, he looks like Valhalla. Fuck off.
Whoa, guy, relax.
No, fuck them both off.
Oh.
Yeah, doubles. Double. I tell you what, though, that fucking featherweight title belt looks awesome. That belt has a cool fucking design with the wings coming out the sides and shit. I really dig that design.
You just don't dig the lady.
I don't really dig Taya anymore. She kind of fell off for me. Loca. What are you wearing? You're wearing your fucking tights, you loca.
And it looks like that Fight TV Plus thing. That might be on level with an MLW pay-per-view we have to pick in July.
That might also be the end of Hammerstones.
You think it's Boomaye?
I think it's got to be, dude. I think it's got to be. You've been building Alex Kane for so long now. Fatu's kind of out of the picture. Why not? Boomaye! Fuck yeah.
When does Hammerstone go to a WWE or an
He's got
AEW.
to soon. He's been champ close to 4 years now, dude.
I've
he
heard
was
they don't
a
want him.
shining star. How could you not? How could you not? Look at the guy.
Yeah.
I've heard they don't want him though.
Dude, but him is part of Dynasty with MJF and Holiday. That was fucking gold in MLW time, dude.
Yeah.
That you're never gonna recreate that with fucking shit with what's her name, the tortilla throwing lady. What the fuck? De La Renta. Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, that was a golden fucking time in MLW.
I think
could
there's a lot of
I could even stand fucking LA Park with his kids fucking cooking with the fucking chorizos and pendejos. That shit was funny. They were dog shit in the ring, but those fucking skits, they made me laugh every fucking time, dude.
I think there's a lot of similarities between MLW and NWA, where like we really enjoyed both for a long time, and then just all of a sudden it went to the fucking shits, and we just totally like couldn't do it anymore. Like we just couldn't tolerate the product that they were putting out there. And then every now and then, maybe they'll give us something nice, maybe they'll give us something good. Like apparently, I didn't watch it, but you guys did, and I take your word for it. That
And I tell you this much too. I don't know who the guy is working with Matt Stryker. They did a fucking good job. They did a good job on commentary. There was one thing that pissed me off. I don't know if you caught it, but they said that Delmi Exo was going to be challenging for the featherweight title against Taya. But during the match that she had with Becca, they were like, Taya's got her eye on these two as one of them's going to be the possible next contender. And then in the middle of the match, they put up the graphic that she was wrestling fucking Delmi anyway. And at the end of the match, it's like, we have our number one contender. Come on, bro. Get the fucking production right. Get it right.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
that was the only nitpicking thing, though. Like, you know, that's a big fucking oof.
yeah, they could have, you know, someone could have not done that.
But I do agree. Staying away from all the Mexico Association will do them a world of good. I get why they do it, but they gotta stay away from that shit, dude. They gotta start just putting out their own guys and building their own product.
Like this was an easy watch. It was like 40 minutes.
Yep.
It's a lot of new faces. Like, yes, John Hennigan, Willie Mack was the main event. It was great. Sam Adonis on commentary. Ty Valkyrie ringside, lots of shenanigans. Manders is a new guy there. Delmi Exo, Becca, like we're not used to I think what was the women's the Spider was the fucking Gigi Dolan, the Priscilla Kelly.
No, wasn't she the Spider on the Jericho Cruise?
I thought she was the Spider on fucking MLW too.
I no, she was definitely an MLW as Priscilla Kelly.
Like
I think
we're
the
not
Spider,
watching,
I think the Spider was the fucking Jericho Cruise where she was doing all this shit. I was like, oh my god, it was horrible.
Nah, dude, I'm telling you, she was the fucking Spider in MLW.
Well, if she was, then I was mistaken and fucking boohoo on MLW.
No shot. That was 2018.
Had to have been. That was a long time ago, no?
Okay, that was Chelsea Green in 2018. Hold on, I'm gonna find it here. There we go. 2019. She was the fucking Spider Lady. Zeta Zhang beat her by DQ. The Spider Lady, November 9th, 2019.
Why did I think that was on the Jericho Cruise? She did wrestle on the Jericho Cruise,
Yes.
I think.
Where's the AEW logo here on Cage Match?
Good God. Maybe it wasn't AEW production, was it? Maybe it was just Jericho's thing at the time.
2020?
I don't know.
She was just Priscilla Kelly on the Bash at the Beach.
Okay, then maybe that wasn't it.
But it's all new. They did like a nice like profile piece on a new tag team called the Main Event. They're House of Glory guys. They put over Red. Like it was just a really easy watch. I'll definitely, go back and I'll watch this week's. You know, it's not. Look, I know the Von Erichs were on the show and they're great people, but like them and the fucking filthy Tom Lawler, who I love, like chasing each other through the fucking streets of Manhattan for like 4 weeks. Like I don't give a shit about any of this. I want to see fucking Juicy Fanu and Lance Anoa'i.
Anoa'i. Come on, Anoa'i.
No, Anoye.
Anoa'i.
I'm Akira and Leo Rush and Lindsay Dorado in a 3-way next week for the middleweight title. Like, sign me up. Let's check it out. I'm excited for this here.
You know, I feel bad. I really need to start getting back into women of wrestling too.
Do you
Yeah, I kind of do. I still want
miss
Big
your-
Mama Trucker on the show.
miss your Big Rig Betty?
Yes,
Yeah.
Big Rig Betty. God damn.
Do
dude.
you is there anything else you guys want to talk about before we enter the wrestler's court?
Well, I just want to make the point to this. We had a rare Paul Heyman miss on SmackDown that made me laugh my ass off. Anybody catch SmackDown?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Raw, I watched.
I
Very-
saw parts of it when he was dealing with the Usos and he was going to shake Jay's hand.
That was the open. Yeah.
Well, it kind of fed through the show, but
Yeah.
So what did I miss?
In the close, Jimmy accidentally hit Jay with the little sweet chin
With the,
music
yeah,
there.
with the super
Yep.
kick. Yeah.
Yeah. And Jimmy helped Jay up. Jay storms off alone, doesn't shake anybody's hand.
Oh no, I did watch SmackDown. Yeah.
Lone Ranger style. Well, they cut to Paul Heyman, and he's got his phone out, and he puts it in front of his face, and he says, "Call Roman Reigns." And then the camera cuts back to Jimmy in the ring. Then it shows Jay walking off again, and then the camera goes in tight on Paul Heyman, and he brings his phone back out, and he says, "Call Roman Reigns." And then he puts his fucking phone in his pocket. Who goes? Call Double T. Double T, you talking to my dick? Like, who does that? Nobody go. Call Tony. Put the phone on. Just rare miss, and it was so fucking weird because he called him. The camera went away. Camera went back into him. He called him again, and then put his phone in his goddamn pocket. Oh, it drove me nuts. It's one of those fucking small details that just
I hear you.
annoys the shit out of me.
I hear you.
Hey, Tribal Chief, go ahead, talk to it, buddy.
They gave Rhea a new title,
What is hers called?
the Women's World Championship.
Okay, so we got a universal or undisputed and a world, I guess now.
Oh God! So why call the undisputed then if there's another one? Like why didn't you like? This is what they should have done like a million years ago. Like what they did when Triple H was handed the other belt, WWE champ, world champ.
Well, yeah. So she's Asuka's called the women's champion. However, her belt says women's undisputed champion for some god unknown reason.
All right. So is that belt still the same? Is that a new belt? Was she given a new belt, or is that the one that they've used?
No, they upgraded her. They gave her it looks like Roman Reigns' belt, except it's on a white strap. It's got the gold background now. I don't know what they gave Rhea. I didn't see Rhea's new belt.
They gave her the same thing.
Same thing with the gold with the white strap. What is, and hers just says world champion, huh?
Oh, that's like Seth Rollins' belt.
Oh, it's like Seth's belt. Okay. All right. I pick up what they're putting down there.
All right. So as long as the design is different, I don't care what it says.
And it matches what's his nuts. So there you go.
And now you have one on Raw and one on SmackDown.
All right. I gotta go see if the judge is available in his chambers. So I'm just gonna need a minute. While I go get the judge.
Yeah.
Do you want to just do a quick round of plugs and
Absolutely.
All
I
right,
got it.
cool.
I need
Everyone take a $5. If you guys are over there in Patreon world and you are supporting the Shining Wizards Wrestling podcast, we are in the middle of revamping our Patreon stuff. So bear with us. The jobbers and curtain jerkers, your name will now appear on the bottom scroll, as you can see right now. And then the mid cards and legends, you're up on the screen. Kathy Hummer, Manny Crazzo, Danny Rusinello at Not Danny Russ on the Twitter machine, Kate the Great Hensler at Miss Kate Fabe on Twitter machine, Matt Garifo at Whodat Matt 81 on the Twitter machine, Thomas Cops, the Mott Spock. God damn it. He's on the Twitter machine. Brendan Haney at Irish Misfit 5 on the Twitter machine. I don't have the Patreon stuff in front of me. This is all from memory. Ryan Schlong at Mark Order Pod. The Mark Order podcast every Wednesday night on the Shining Wizards Network. Mike Peterson at LOL Mike Peterson, former Can You Beat That champion. Kevin Rogue, obviously Handsome Kevin at JJ Rogue Means, at Year of Pod, at TOTS Pod. Michael Hammond, David Henry Bauer III, who is doing amazing work for us. He's doing all of our YouTube content now where he's clipping videos for us. So special thanks to David Henry Bauer III. William Mercier Jr. at W Mercier Jr. on the Twitter machine. We also have the Shining Wizards Network, which is shiningwizardsnetwork.com. It is a home to many fantastic shows. The Year of Duke and Rogue is just wrapping up WCW. We just lost the judge. That's a terrible thing. The Year of Duke and Rogue is just wrapping up WCW. The end of WCW, the last year and change. So check that out, and then stay tuned to see what they cover in season 4, which I think if you're a wrestling fan, you're gonna enjoy it. I'm not spoiling it for you, HK. Season 5, excuse me, not season 4, season 5. My bad. I have no notes. This is all me just shooting from the hip. Turnbuckle Throwbacks is on the network. 30 Screams or Less, which is my favorite. With all due respect to everybody on the podcast, there's only so much wrestling I can listen to. I love all of your shows, but 30 Screams or Less is a completely different thing. I don't even watch these fucking horror movies. I just listen to Corey and Steven break them down. 30 minutes or less. They're just banging out episode after episodes every week. The Brocast, our brothers from Australia, they're doing great things. Inconclusive Breakdown podcast, they are doing some great things there as well. Wrestling Night in Canada, Radioactive Metal, all great shows. I should probably take down that banner and put up the one with all the shows on it so I don't miss anybody. Mark Order every Wednesday night. If you're an AEW fan, you want all your AEW talk, go to the Mark Order podcast. Turnbuckle Throwbacks, I mentioned, Wrestling Night in Canada, 30 Screams or Less, Too Old for This Shit, which is Handsome Kevin is part of, a great action figure podcast. Brocast, I mentioned, Radioactive Metal, for all you metalheads, Year of Duke and Rogue. Bread Club, apparently my show is on the network that I do with Kieran. ROH Revelry with Will and Tom is there. Mark Order podcast, all doing fantastic things. Whew, can I bring you in, Handsome Kevin? Please, somebody.
I'm here for you, babe.
Hey, I appreciate it. Let's remove these two chodes until they come back. Oh, that was a lot. That was a lot for me to cover right there.
That was quite a bit.
Happy to do it. Let me take that down. I apologize. I think the only person's Twitter handle I may have messed up was Milwaukee Tom.
Oh, old high five.
Is it High Five Tom on Twitter, right?
I'm pretty sure.
See, I forgot that. God dang it.
It's all right. I got you.
I appreciate it. Can I leave you alone so I can go pee?
You can, but you never know what's going to happen.
All right. I don't mind. I don't mind the chaos.
Oh, the judge is back.
All right. Well, I've got to pee real fast. I'll be right back, and you guys can set up this wrestler's court thing.
So high five Tom is high. The number 5 TOM on Twitter. Got to hit that. The judge, are you here? Are you about to leave your quarters?
The judge has not arrived yet. We're waiting for him. He's in chambers.
The judge is still in his chambers. Got it. Good.
Yes, but he will be joining us momentarily. I think he's waiting for the prosecutor to return. He's waiting for the defense attorney to appear, and then we can bring the judge in.
We do have the defense attorney.
Oh, I'm here.
Oh, he's here.
And lives are going to be William Mercer's hands. You know what I mean?
He's ready to defend the shit out of this bitch.
No, no. That's
no. You can't have no in your heart, Kevin. You know that.
He's gonna
listen. You're my enemy right now. This is a trial. This is a case that I must win.
Why am I your enemy?
Oh no! Oh, you're not okay. Matt's my enemy. That's right.
Whoa! Take it easy.
That's my bad. That was a slip.
Hey! I'm impartial here.
No, I understand.
Just like the judge, right? We all got a job to do.
That's right. Yeah, that was my fault. I for some reason I brain farted and thought that you were the prosecutor.
No, it's okay, man. It's okay.
Listen, like I said, it's my birthday. I'm allowed to fuck up.
That's true. Whoa.
What?
What? Fucking nailed it, Matt. Fucking nailed it.
Give me 1 second.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Did the judge come back?
The judge is not here yet. The judge was waiting for you to arrive, and now for some reason we have to wait for the defense counsel to arrive.
Well, so my apologies. I had to use the restroom after the.
No, that's okay. The judge will be happy that you decided to dress appropriately for this hearing.
Would the judge also like to know that I can't fit in any of my suits anymore?
The judge is not surprised by that revelation.
The tie is holding on for its life.
It's a shame that there will not be a jury for this one because it seems like Eric Frieds thinks Matt's already won. Matt looks like me on my wedding day minus the shorts. That's fucking terrible, Montspach. Holy shit. Justin Anderson, Matlock versus Jack McCoy. Let's go. Hopefully that's the presentation we get.
Who is who?
Well, who do you like to be? Would you like to be Matlock? Well,
Jack McCoy, dude. Come on.
Fuck yeah.
Law and Order.
Dun 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 dun. I think Kevin was a little cold.
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna move these guys around just because I want to put them up top.
Absolutely.
That's a good place to put them. I'm going to go get the judge. While I'm getting the judge, I can cue up the music if you want to give us a little intro there, handsome Kevin.
Absolutely. Cue it up, my man. What you are witnessing is real. Can you hear me?
Yes.
What you are witnessing is real. Two wrestling fans have stepped forward to represent opposing sides of a moment in the history of wrestling. One will attempt to prove that the moment is a blight on the business and should be found guilty. The other will attempt to defend that moment and argue its innocence. Both parties have agreed to have the dispute settled in this forum. The Wizard's Court.
All rise.
Now, the Honorable Judge Tony.
Thank you, everyone. You may have your seats.
Just get up.
Court is now in session. I need to hear what the case is tonight. HK, please let the court know what's before it this evening.
Your Honor, it is the people versus AEW and the crime. Exploding barbed wire death match.
Alleged crime.
And who's representing the people this evening?
The people will be represented by Double T.
And I take it Shining Wizards Kevin is representing the AEW organization. Is that correct?
That's the only other way it could go, my friend. Sorry.
Okay.
Your Honor.
All right. Thank you, HK. Okay, this matter is now appearing before the court. Want to hear opening statements? Matt, you have about 2 minutes to give me your opening.
Ladies, gentlemen, people of the jury, thank you for your time this evening. We're going to look at a situation that took place back in March of 2021 in Jacksonville, Daly Place, to be precise. A professional wrestling match, Jon Moxley, Kenny Omega, dubbed an exploding barbed wire match. On paper, it seems like a great idea, but if you look through the history of professional wrestling, the lineage of the exploding barbed wire match, the fans had expectations, and I am here to point out that Tony Khan, Kenny Omega, Jon Moxley, anyone who is under the AEW banner, they fell short of those expectations. Not only did they not give you an exploding barbed wire match, Borderline didn't even give you a Goldberg entrance with the explosion that took place. And I will show you a couple of exhibits as we proceed with this case. And hopefully you will sit, you will listen, you will use unbiased opinion to make your decision tonight and find that this is indeed a crime against the world of professional wrestling.
Thank you for that, counselor. Mr. Kevin, your case.
Ladies and gentlemen of the judge, I am going to prove to you, and it is my contention, and it is my heartfelt belief that not only was this match needed, it was 100% necessary. And what Matt's opening argument suggested was about results, not the idea behind the results. So what we're going to do, what me and my legal defense team have decided, is that we are going to prove to you and to the judge that this match was not a crime, that AEW has no guilt, AEW has no fault, and AEW would do it again if they could. Your Honor.
Thank you, counselor. All right, we'll start with the prosecution. Whenever you're ready, call your first witness, present your first evidence, however you want to take it, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. No witnesses because I didn't know we could do that. And
yeah, that's weird.
I don't think Mr. Omega or Moxley would respond to my DMs.
Very good, close personal. All
right, sir, it's not your time.
Sorry. I told you this is going to be a trademark. I'm sorry.
Listen, I'm going to find you in contempt if you don't shut your pie hole. I'm sorry, Mr. Matt. Your presentation, sir.
Apology accepted, Judge. So let's go back, shall we? Nelly, this is nor the time.
Come on, we got to get that cat out of the courtroom.
Contempt!
This is not a kangaroo court, sir. We do not allow profanity and sexual deviancy in my courtroom.
Put that cat in contempt.
Apologies.
Enough
sir.
with the jokes, defendant.
Oh, you're right.
March 7th, 2021. Jacksonville, Florida. We all paid. We all ordered it on pay-per-view. We were there in attendance to see an exploding barbed wire death match. Did, in fact, a match take place between Jon Moxley and Kenny Omega in a ring surrounded by explosive barbed wire, the death match environment, 100%.
Okay, so you say that the ring is surrounded by explosives. What kind of explosives are we talking about?
We are talking about barbed wire boards with very low grade explosive wire to them. We are talking about some kind of timing device that is placed in the arena and around the ring. I can't tell you exactly what the exact fireworks were.
Okay, so you're calling these fireworks. You're aware that this is not exactly dynamite that we're talking about here.
Correct. If you will refer to the Still Real to Us article published on June 6th by Josh Foster, where Tony Khan goes on the record saying, I never let the non-wrestling people, I was trying to be safe and I let the professionals handle the stuff. And they are the guys who don't understand wrestling. A professional pyrotechnic guy. They totally shit the bed. So it was some kind of pyrotechnics. I don't know if that helps.
Okay, profanity usage aside.
Oh, apologies. I'm sorry, Your Honor.
So then if AEW hired this crew to make sure that these explosions happen, how is that the fault of AEW and not the crew itself?
Well, I think if you are going to step foot into the world of the exploding barbed wire death match, you need to deliver what us wrestling fans are used to seeing in an exploding barbed wire death match. I do have an exhibit, sir.
Okay, we'll get to the exhibits in a second.
Okay.
I do have a few more follow-up questions for you.
Yes.
This arena where it took place, this is an open air arena or is this enclosed?
Daly's Place is an open air arena, is an amphitheater.
Okay, so it would be possible technically to have a test run to see how these explosions, as you say, would work.
You would hope that they would do a test run.
Do you know if they did a test run or not?
In my research,
Objection
I did not,
calls for speculation.
I'm going to overrule it for now. Let's see where it goes.
I did not see if they tested it.
Okay, well, let me interrupt you then. Counsel for the defense, do you know if there were any tests conducted before the explosions took place during the show?
I do not, and I would not even attempt to assume that I do, like the prosecutor did just now.
Okay, but if this is something that people are paying to see, would you not agree that it would be necessary to test something of this magnitude before it happens on the show? I mean, let's be honest. Any other kind of production, they do have a practice, correct?
Again, calls for speculation. I don't know. I'm not there. I wasn't there. So I will say this, though. Yes, it's a reasonable expectation that there would be rehearsal for something of this magnitude. However, extenuating circumstances could have been involved. Again, don't know. Not going to say. And maybe they did. We don't know. So again, I'm just gonna leave myself out of that question because nobody has the answers unless Tony Khan wants to join us on the show.
Thank you, counselor. Okay, Mr. Matt, you said you had some evidence to produce to show the court.
Yes, I would like to. So here we have, this is Exhibit A. I don't know if the audio is going to play because I'd never put a video into the StreamYard, Your Honor. So I apologize if there is loud audio.
Your Honor, I'm sorry I wasn't introduced to this evidence prior to this trial, so I've moved to strike.
We're going to overrule that because we don't really have rules as introducing evidence. And when I tried to communicate with the parties beforehand, I was told, quote, don't give us any ideas, end quote. So
I said, don't tell me how to debate, sir, with all due respect.
Don't give me a hard time. The court's not going to take any guff from either one of you. You may present your evidence. But I must warn you, this better be good.
Under the banner of an exploding barbed wire death match, I think this is what the wrestling fans were expecting. That
I'm sorry. Go ahead, counsel.
That I think was what was expected of the exploding barbed wire match. I do have footage in another exhibit of the result of said barbed wire match that we were speaking of.
All right. Well, let's not go to any evidence yet. I'd like to go back to Mr. Kevin. The one thing that I do want to ask is, what was the expectation that AEW was putting forth accurately portrayed in this video, or are we looking at a different circumstance?
I will gladly answer that for you, Your Honor, and it would be my privilege to do so. Whose fault is the expectations? That's not Tony Khan's fault.
Oh, I'm not worried about the fault. I would just want to know what the expectations were of your client.
My client AEW is not responsible for the public viewing's expectations. AEW's responsibility is to present an idea and a concept that you would think would work. That's what's on trial here, is the idea of presenting the match. AEW is on trial for presenting the idea of the match. That idea happened. It became a thing. What happens after that is not on trial here. The result is not on trial here. And Matt's showing of that video is highly prejudicial and highly inappropriate because it sets unrealistic expectations of what AEW could do in 2023. That's also Japan.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I do need to ask HK. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they are on trial for the result, or am I misreading what is presented to me today?
The crime is the match.
The crime is the match. The entirety of the match.
The match is the crime.
Okay. Anything to respond to that, Mr. Kevin?
Well, then this should never have even gone to a bench trial. This should have been dismissed. This should have been thrown out because it is an unfair expectation and would be a tremendous miscarriage of justice if what happened due to who knows whose error it could possibly be. It could have been a technician. It could have been, a stagehand. Who knows?
But ultimately, isn't it the responsibility of AEW to know what's happening and who's causing it to happen? This is an AEW show, correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
So you would think with AEW being in charge, they would have some say into what happens.
All right, so here's the thing. And I do say this with all due respect. I am completely bombarded and I'm completely disrespected. And I am going to take you up, Your Honor, with judiciary issues because this was not.
This is neither the time nor the place. If you have any problems, you can
not
file
what I expected this trial to be.
You can
This
file
was
the
about
correct
presentation
motions
of the match.
after this.
This was about the presentation of the match, Your Honor.
You're out of line. You're out of order, and you're almost out of time.
Your Honor, you're out of line. And this was about the idea and the presentation of the match, which through no fault of AEW.
Counsel, you're out of line. I need you to be quiet.
Objection,
Mr. Matt, you said you had more evidence to provide.
I motion for a mistrial.
Motion denied. File the correct paperwork with HK after the match.
I got it right here.
Now, Matt, first of all, Mr. Matt, I need to ask you a question. You said this is open air. This is around the time the pandemic was still in full swing, correct?
Yes, sir.
How many people were present at this show in the arena at the time this barbed wire match took place?
The paid attendance was 1,300 fans.
Okay, were there fans seated at ringside?
There were fans at ringside.
Okay, so from what I've seen with this footage that you showed us in Japan, do you know if any of those Japanese fans were hurt during that match, during that footage?
I have not seen any confirmed reports of injury by any fans at the ringside in FMW. In the history of the FMW, if I refer to luchacentral.com, the history of the exploding barbed wire death match, published March 4th, 2021 by El Coltico, there is no mention in this of any fan casualties or injuries during any of the numerous barbed wire death matches to take place in FMW.
Your Honor, I'm sorry to interrupt you, Counselor. But Your Honor, I'd like to introduce a piece of evidence, if I may.
Okay, you'll have a chance. I want to finish his evidence, and I'll give you a chance.
This is important. I think you need to see it. If you don't mind, sir, with all due respect. This is a comment from somebody in the courtroom.
If you don't mind holding off your presentation, we'll entertain his claim. Is that okay with you, Counselor?
Sure. I mean,
okay.
Yeah, if that's how you want to run this dog and pony show.
But the final explosion was after the match was officially over, so you can't really put that on the quality of the amazing match that Kenny Omega and John Moxley had.
The match itself is not as on what trial is not what is on trial here. We're here for the explosion. If we were here for just the match, there would be no reason to be in this court.
That was not, with all due respect, Your Honor, that was not the topic. The explosion was never mentioned. It was the match.
Handsome Kevin, I'm going to defer to you. What exactly are we arguing here today?
Boy, that is a good question. I've heard a lot of here and there. Now, in my mind, the concept is the match in its entirety, and I think that the argument can be made that matches start when music hits and competitors walk out, and ends when they make their way back through the curtain.
Mr. Matt, I'm going to ask you, what is the purpose of the barbed wire death match?
The purpose of the barbed wire death match or the barbed wire exploding death match?
Sorry, whatever is in front of us today, whatever. I'm not sure the terminology. This court is a virgin when it comes to matters like this, so you will have to explain to us.
I understand the virginity of the virgin, of
the
court and all involved in this proceeding. The barbed wire exploding death match is typically a blow-off match where a feud has gotten so hot there's no other way to blow off the feud without essentially blowing each other up.
So how does a barbed wire exploding death match end?
There's a couple different ways. There is some that go to a pinfall. We've seen see Terry Funk Onita, where the match has ended before the explosion, and then the story is told that Onita has to go back in the ring and pull out Terry Funk before the explosion takes place. I did try and make that an exhibit, but I almost threw my laptop in the street, so I apologize for that, Your Honor. And then in the case of the exhibit I just showed you before, Hayabusa and Onita, the timer did expire while the match was still taking place.
Okay.
But it is one fall to a finish.
So the question to you is, when that timer expires, is the match over?
Technically, you would have to say that the match is over when the timer expires, but you are there to see an exploding barbed wire death match. If there is no explosion...
Well, then I will interrupt you and ask you this. Why was there explosions in the middle of that footage that you showed us? I did not see any timer that a match was ending, nor did I see any pinfall in that footage. So technically, there was an explosion before the match ended, correct?
Yes, and also during this Kenny Omega John Moxley match in AEW, there were barbed wire boards outside the ring, and I believe the ring ropes were also wired with explosives. So if you went into the ring ropes or the barbed wire, there would be a small explosion. But the timer countdown was to the grand poopah explosion that everybody paid to see.
So what we're saying is is Mr. Kevin correct where we're arguing the match itself and we're not necessarily arguing about the ending after the ending of the match?
In my opinion, I think the match and the ending go hand in hand. You can't have one without the other. It is advertised as an exploding barbed wire death match.
But we did get explosions and we did get barbed wire.
You didn't get the excuse me, Your Honor. You didn't get the explosion you wanted.
Well, did we get death? Because if I'm watching a death match, I want some death. I mean, I could be wrong.
I mean, you will have to.
Did anyone die during the execution of this match?
Nobody died. Sir. Nobody also exploded in the match exhibit I showed you before. You have to suspend disbelief, sir.
So no one actually gets exploded or no one actually dies.
No. This is not some weird like underground dark web, thing.
Okay, so I'll ask you this. What is the problem with this match that the prosecution has that we're even in court today?
The problem with the match is the exploding barbed wire did not detonate properly. So the coup de grace, the thing that everybody came to see, essentially $100,000 flushed down the toilet from Tony Khan, as it did not execute as was advertised.
Thank you, Counselor.
You're welcome, Your Honor. Thank you. Appreciate
Mr. Kevin, your chance to present anything to the court in your defense.
Yes. And I will say this, and then I'm going to rest my case. Before closing arguments, obviously, through Matt's own admission, the counselor for the prosecution admitted.
Well, this sounds like a closing. I just want to know if you have anything to present. You'll have a chance
I'm going to say something to you. Okay, so all right, so this is my closing argument.
No, it's not time for closing yet. I want to know if you have anything to present to the court in your defense. Save your closing argument.
I do. That Matt's entire argument has been based solely on opinion. Only on opinion. And through his own admission, he said that the part that people did not enjoy and did not like happened after the match was over. He said it. Technically, it happened after the match. So was the match bad? I don't think so.
Well, what was your opinion of the match?
I enjoyed the fuck out of it. Oh, sorry, sir, Your Honor. I apologize.
Let's be careful, Counselor.
We're still working on this. This is a new bit.
This is not a bit. This is real life.
I know. Again, with all due apologies, Your Honor.
The introduction by Mr. HK was that this is real.
You're a very handsome judge, by the way.
The court will not take your flattery. Yes, you sustained.
What? I objected 4 times to stuff, and you got
also interrupted 1,000 times.
I mean, you might as well call me sugar
tip if you're trying to flatter the court. I apologize. I do. I really do, and I'm going to work on it.
That's okay, Mr. Kevin. Do you have anything else to present to the court before we move to closing arguments?
I do want to just say one more thing. That you cannot, in 2023, compare an exploding barbed wire, quote-unquote, death match to a Japanese death match in, 1993, 1994? 1989, you just can't do it. It's not a fair comparison. The match happened. The match was great. The aftermath may have been a letdown, but it has nothing to do with the quality of the match itself. And this is all about chances. If you don't take chances, you don't grow. AEW took a chance. And to me, I would do it again. Your Honor, I rest.
Okay, I'll accept that as your closing argument. Counselor, Mr. Matt, do you have anything in closing, or do you have any more evidence that you'd like to present?
I do. I would like to show the court and the people viewing at home the actual explosion. This is the last couple seconds, if you don't mind.
Kingston, carry him over your back. Get him out. Take cover. Get him over. No. Kingston. Oh Kingston covering Jon Moxley. Kingston for...
Now I have some more questions. I'm sorry to bring this up, but are we splitting hairs by saying that this isn't the ending of the match, that the explosion happened after the ending of the match, or is this one continuous, I don't know, story, plot, contest?
I'd like to field that, Your Honor.
No. I'm asking Matt first. You get a chance. I'm asking Matt.
As previously stated, Your Honor, I feel like the match and this go hand in hand. They have to coincide with each other. Otherwise, it makes no sense.
Well, all right. So then one more question to you, sir. Who won this match?
That would be Kenny Omega, the AEW World Champion at the time.
Okay. How did he win this match?
I believe it was a one-winged angel.
So there was a pinfall.
Yes, sir.
So when
25 minutes and 15 seconds.
Okay. So then why did this match keep going if the match was already over?
There was a post-match beatdown, and this explosion is on a timer.
So then we can't really argue that this happened within the confines of the match, can we?
But if you look at the history of wrestling, there are a lot of instances, point in case the 1993 Royal Rumble, where the finish is so bad, nobody actually gives credit to the Rumble itself. They can't look past the finish because they hate it so much. It affects the rest of the match. This, I think, is in the same vein. This finish is a damp towel on a match for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship because you're not delivering the explosion as you expected. And you could clearly hear the boos in the crowd when the fireworks went off.
Do you know how much time was left on the clock when the pinfall took place?
I believe there was about a minute and change.
Okay, so we're talking a big gap of time between the finish of the match and this.
Well, there was a beatdown. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Your Honor. There was a beatdown on Jon Moxley that Eddie Kingston comes out for the save. So there was constant action. It wasn't like the match ended and then we had nothing. Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows were instantly in the ring, putting the boots to Jon Moxley before Eddie Kingston could make the save.
Mr. Kevin, I ask you another question. Do you think over a minute is not so far away where this explosion could be considered part of the match?
It's 100% not part of the match. If we're talking about the legal letter of the law, about bell to bell is what a wrestling match is. From buzzer to buzzer is what a basketball game is. From, bell to bell is what a hockey game is. What happened during the confines of the time that they were given from bell to bell, this match was good. And I strongly argue that the idea of this match was good. You take chances. You do something to distance yourself from the competition. Eric Bischoff said it best. If you can't be better than, be different than. And they did something that nobody's done in America since ECW, GCW, whatever, that, XPW, whatever, all the other stuff, fine. But on a major national promotion, nobody's took the chance that they did. Did it work? No, but that's not what's on debate here.
Okay, thank you.
No,
it's fine, Mr. Kevin. Thank you very much. Mr. Matt, 30 seconds for summation.
I'd like everyone to look at the facts. You can decide on your own what is considered a match. I think this all is important to the story that they're telling in the ring, and I feel like if I want to see an exploding barbed wire death match, I want to see an explosion. I don't want to see the result of negligence by Tony Khan and AEW not to take the time to use their arena, Daly's Place, to test out the fireworks and the pyrotechnics between the main event and, they could have done it Saturday, they could have done it Friday, they could have tested this out. So I feel like the fault is on Tony Khan and AEW. Look at all the facts, folks. Make your own choices. If you think bell to bell is start to finish, it's the same as back and to the left, as Ryan Sullivan says.
All right, come on now. Now we're just reading comments. Are we finished with the summation? Mr.
Yes,
Kevin,
Rob.
30 seconds to you.
I believe I presented a tremendous case. I believe that what I've said here rings true with a lot of people. I believe that, Your Honor, that what I am saying is fact, not just based on expectations. Okay, this was not a debate about expectations. This is not a trial about expectations. This is a trial about what was there from this match, and I believe I presented a case that this match was worth doing, and this match was a success.
Thank you both. I'm going to take a few minutes to deliberate. I will leave you in the hands of HK if he has any questions for you, if you guys want to chat, and I will be back in a few minutes to render my verdict.
Counselor, I just want to say it was an honor debate having this trial with you, sir.
Now, if I could ask both of you guys, in the confines of professional wrestling, right, it's been said many times. Most notably, most recently in my memory is by the Genius when he said that Randy Macho Man Savage believed that the match started as soon as you walked through the curtain. Does that not ring true to either of you? The match when you walk through the curtain and it doesn't end until you walk back because it's all part of the performance.
It definitely does, but we're doing something like I have to. I'm the defense attorney, so
gotcha.
I have to do so. I hated defending this. So
I'm going to tell you this, Kevin. I think you defended the hell out of it. You took a lot of the thoughts that I was thinking if I was in your shoes. Matt, I thought that you presented some fantastic evidence. I loved the research that you did.
That was pretty good. I was not expecting that.
You knocked it out of the park. Absolutely. I can't wait to face one of the two of you inside Wizards Court when that time
I need a break.
comes.
I'm done next week. I'm not doing this next time. I can't.
All rise. The judge is back to render his verdict.
Ow.
I didn't mean that literally, but I thank you guys so much for staying.
No, you have to. You're a judge.
All right, you all may be seated.
Thank you, sir.
So this is an interesting case, and an interesting question came up, which this court is now in the unenvious position to have to render a verdict. The prosecution did present a lot of evidence, including the history of these barbed wire exploding death matches, which is always appreciated when a counsel comes prepared. So I guess this all hinged on the ultimate question, whether or not this explosion was even part of the match, which was not something that this court had anticipated. Like I said, a great amount of evidence produced. We did get to see some explosions. However, we did get to see some explosions by admission from counselors for both sides here, that there were some explosions and explosive activity that took place in this match. Both sides did agree or seem to agree that this match did end at least a minute before the explosions were set to take place. Unfortunately, the footage, as we saw, the explosion, which did take place at that point, was not of the quality that either one had admitted was up to standards. However, this court does find that since the match was officially over, and the explosion took place significant time after the match had concluded, this court has no other alternative than to find for the defendants in this matter and say AEW is not guilty.
Yes.
Thank you both for your presentations. Thank you both for your arguments. And we'll see you next time on the Wizards Court.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Judge, thank you for your time.
Thank you both.
There, I work pro bono, so patreon.com/Wizards Podcast. Please, anything you can give. Clearly, you can tell I'm a shitty lawyer. Pardon my language.
No, not at all. You had some great arguments, but
this is Wizards Court, Matt.
This was a weird thing for this to hinge on, but the more you think about it, the more it kind of made sense.
I do want to go to the comments here because old MB, our good friend Matthew Birch, does make a good point. If the match ended 10 minutes into the match, would you expect them to stand around for 20 minutes just so you could get the explosion?
I mean, look, shitty ending aside, and you know me, I'm not the biggest AEW fan, but
never seen the show.
Well, that's not true. I was there live for one of them. Justice for what the fuck's her name?
Pam.
I forget it. Yes, for Pam.
Pam.
Listen, Kevin did make a good point. It's kind of hard to argue against that. It is what it is.
I like your hair.
Thank you. Did you notice my ponytail as well?
I did.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like all weird, and I ordered a fucking gavel, and they sent me this thing. It's like fucking 5 inches long.
Tony, when you Googled like judge wig, like what did you actually Google?
This came up, and this was the nicest looking one, and it was the cheapest one that actually looked like a fucking
I
judge's
just want to
wig.
know what the Google search was because that does not look. That looks like a Golden Girls wig, not a judge wig.
Dude, yeah, and there was one that looked like Ruth Bader Ginsburg. And
Why
I was
did you
like,
cut the back off?
no,
Like,
because this is cool, man. Look,
Yeah,
I
that
wear
is
it
cool.
over either shoulder, you know. And this
I like
robe, like I feel like I need to graduate from another university or something.
Oh, I was,
The only thing that was disappointing was the gavel. I mean, this fucking thing just comes right apart anyway. But
Gorilla Glue.
yeah, I don't know. I might send it back to get a fancier one. I mean, you know,
Send it back. They're gonna take a fucking $3 gavel back.
they might tell me just to keep it and then huzzah for me.
All right.
I'm all here for it. That was a lot of fun. I think
That was good times, man. It was
yeah,
fun
thank-
fucking with Kevin too, telling him you're out of order.
Not one of my objections was sustained. Well, Matt.
well,
overruled.
well, Matt's was sustained because you were buttering up the judge. Come on.
Judge.
I'm
calling me
Listen, Matt,
handsome.
I do want to apologize for constant. Like, when I get into something, I really get into it. And
No, it was
sometimes
listen, it was fun, and it was fun for me to fuck with you. I mean, it was all good times.
It was all good fun. I had a lot of fun.
You could take
I'm a
this shit
shitty
off,
lawyer, but it was
Jesus.
fun.
No, you were not a shitty lawyer. It's just that
Matt,
you were stuck with a bad argument when it came down to it.
it was no, I think both of you, everybody did a fucking fantastic job.
Awesome, Kevin. This
I
is
don't
a
know
great
how-
idea.
Thank you
I
very
don't know if
much.
people wear fucking ties.
I love Matt showed up with the tie, and I'm sitting here in a hoodie, so I go get like my dad's like.
But you see,
sports coat.
It looks great, man.
but
Yeah,
this
thank you. It's huge.
this is what makes it interesting, because now that we got a flavor of it,
Mhm.
it's going to be interesting to see what you guys come up with next time.
Yes.
Who's
Yeah.
who's actually going to have the balls to put on a suit and tie?
I was going to. I can't fit in my suit. And I went downstairs. And I was like, "Can you tie a tie for me?" And Rhiannon's like, "For what?" And I'm like,
Matt,
"I'm
there's
gonna
a
tell
life
all your
hack.
fucking friends you don't know how to tie a tie." I'm like, "I don't care. Just tie."
I
it."
don't know how to tie a tie either.
Go on YouTube. There's a life hack for tying a tie.
Oh yeah, dude, all different ways.
Where you could like do it on your wrist and then just slide it over your head like a tie.
Nah,
Just
just
learn how-
have your wife do it.
Just
Molly
learn how
does
to
mine.
tie a tie, bro. It's not that difficult.
I don't have. I think I'm past the tie point now. Like, there's no situation where I need to wear a tie unless I'm going to a funeral.
He doesn't
Well,
have the tie.
Just get a clip on, bro.
Yeah, clip on.
That's all.
But no, but it sometimes it stinks though, because if you have like the little gap between like the collar and no one sees anything there, they're gonna know you're wearing a clip on. And
So
then,
there is they have zip ties, man, and you zip them, and you still get that little gimmick around the neck.
Or you could get the little clip in the back, like the old Catholic school ties.
Yeah.
Ryan Schlong, here's a hack. Once you tie it, don't untie it.
That's fair. If I
I'm
learn how to
good.
tie a tie, would I become Dakota Tie?
What a tie! I was waiting for somebody to do it. I fucking was waiting for somebody to do it.
you can't Dakota rely on that.
Oh, boy. I'm gonna
Oh, this
Dakota
has
get the
been-
fuck out of here.
This has been a blast. We'll be back next week. Same time, same groovy station. We got Bad Luck Tito next week. Handsome Kevin will not be with us. He's on vacation. And I think, are we doing Can You Beat That next week?
Are we? Are we scheduled to do Can You Beat That?
I have not talked to
In
either.
the schedule for the next month or so.
I don't think the committee has any questions for me either.
We can figure
I'll
that
check the
out
schedule.
later.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
I haven't heard.
Yeah, but no Handsome Kevin next week. He's on vacation. We got Bad Dude Tito next week. I'm sure there'll be tons of wrestling shit to talk about. AEW just released BJ Whitmer because he got arrested for domestic abuse and strangulation. So he's out.
Wait, who? Wait, what happened?
BJ Whitmer, he's out.
I didn't hear about this.
Yeah, it
Just
just happened.
Okay.
Probably within the last 45 minutes. So he's out. So we'll have a ton to talk about next week. And we'll see how much more random Monday Night Raws I watch.
I feel like my wig is all messed up. Happy birthday to KJG. Happy birthday to
Happy birthday,
Diana.
man.
Thank you guys. This was so much fun.
man. And Kev, you won. Huzzah.
There's no the real winner is justice and the truth.
Fucking hell, dude.
Thank you, Scott George. Great show this week, gentlemen. He said, appreciate everyone in the chat that watched along all night. Ryan Schlong, Matthew Birch, Lisa stopped by, Mott Spock, Eric Freed,
Justin Anderson.
KP Burke.
Yep.
I know Kate. I don't know.
Kate
Brian
Burrow,
Anderson.
yes.
Brian Anderson stopped by. Kate was here earlier. Thank you all. We appreciate you taking any time out of your busy schedule. Did I say Lisa? Thanks, Lisa. Mike
Yes.
Peterson. Brendan was here for a minute. Thank you all.
Don't forget to go to ProWrestlingTees.com and buy the greatest new shirt.
Good night, Diana.
I like that. That worked out well. Have a fun trip, by the way, dude.